Hey everybody, Dave from 73. What's going on? Check it out. Let me bring you over here a little bit. Move my lemon juice.
There's expected claim, and windows clean like you've never seen.
I can't see nothing. All I was gonna do, I was gonna try to go live and can, but it's like almost impossible. It is literally almost impossible because the way I'm going to be moving around, I'm going to be having to. My kitchen ain't set up like everybody else's. My stove area is literally here's my oven, here's my stove, and this is all the business in right here. There's no way in hell I'm gonna be able to just show you everything. So the only thing I can say, and I'm sitting here setting up like I don't even know how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just show you what I can, and the rest we just gonna have to wing it because remember, I'm not teaching you nothing on this one. I woke up early and prepared all of these pears, those Asian pears right here, and I got them. I had them peeled, and I'm gonna say something. Everybody, show me all the newbies in the house. Cause that's what I really want to know, and all I'm giving you is a newbie must watch as I learned can. Show of hands, everybody that's new to canning, whether water bath or pressure. If you are, say, raise your hand and say water bath canning, I'm new to it. Both or pressure canning. I need to know. Are you new to pressure canning? Are you new to water bathing? Or are you new to both? Because I'm new to both. Shaniqua says both. Gigi, the crochet queen, new to both. Canning, everybody saying both. Yeah, okay. So y'all feel my pain. It's nerve-wracking, right? And everybody is new to both. I'm seeing like a 99% everybody saying new to both. So just to give you a heads up, it's nerve-wracking. Let me see something. That's what I thought that was. I'm out of water. Hold on. See what I'm saying? This is part of that nerve-wracking process right there. What that is, don't let that scare you. That's just my steamer. I was steaming my lids instead of, no, don't let that scare you. That was just steaming my lids instead of letting them just sit in boiling water. It's just cleaner. What happened is I let them steam too long and let the water run out. That's something you don't want to do. It ain't gonna hurt nothing in the steamer, but it will hurt something if you let the water run out in the boiling pot. You don't want to do that. Let me see. New to pressure canning. Navy Mom says new to pressure canning. Water bath, some bread and butter pickles. My suggestion, they tasted terrible. Well, again, I don't know how a lot of this stuff tastes, and I'm going to give you a couple of my experiences from a newbie's point of view. I can't tell you what Homestead Heart is going to tell you. She's a professional. Homestead Heart, Granny Karma, Lady Cheryl, Miss Mama, Daughter, Sister, professionals. I can't tell you what they can tell you, okay? I can only tell you what I'm getting from my perspective and certain things that I'm seeing that you cannot live without. I mean, you can live without them, but it will make your process a lot easier. One of the things that I'm going to show you right now, if you trying to process a little bit of stuff, you just got like a bag of apples like this or something, you okay. You know, you just pull out your paring knife and you go to town. But if you got that big bucket of pears like I showed y'all I had, This is what you're going to need. I promise you, if you're getting all your canning equipment, Lady Cheryl can tell you because she got me hip to this, okay? If you're going to be canning a lot of apples and pears, stuff like that, you need that. If you have a pear tree, apple tree that's pumping out a lot of fruit for you, like that lady gave me that whole bucket and she told me to come get more, get you a peeler. Because this works like gangbusters. She said that in her video, and I'm like, oh, I don't think I'm going to need one now. I ain't going to curse. Shoot. Yeah, you will. You will. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you, this morning, I started cutting up them cutting up them pears with this little knife, and my hands started looking like I'm throwing up gang signs, and I couldn't pull them loose. After the 20th pear, I got online and I looked at all my local stores. Where can I find one of these? I don't care how much it costs. I know you can get it cheaper online, but I done already started this gangster stuff. I need to finish it. And you ain't gonna be doing that all day. I promise you. Our elders did. Our elders did do that all day, sitting there cutting them pears and apples. I'm gonna show you how it works. Watch this. Hold on. I'm gonna get a good size pear for us. Decent size. I done processed so many. Okay. This is decent. I got a couple of decent ones, you guys. All right. Oh, damn, I moved the camera and everything. Okay, I got a couple of decent ones. And I'm gonna lean this down so you can get a better look-see of how this thing works. All you do, I just went and bought this about an hour ago. I kid you not. And I bought it from the only person, let me bring this back up, that's dumb. The only people that had it, believe it or not, was Bed Bath & Beyond. And they had tons of them. I tried Target, Walmart, everybody, and unless you're going to buy them online, and they backed up online talking about I wasn't going to get them till October 31st and stuff. Bed Bath & Beyond had tons of them. So this is how you use them. Yes, Bed Bath & Beyond. I told you, think outside the box. I look for everybody. I'm on it. So that's the place right now. It costed me, I didn't have a coupon or nothing. That's how desperate I am. She was like, would you like a coupon? I was like, little girl, can just ring it up. I ain't got time for that. Just put in your email. Put that in the doggone register. Let's go. It was 1988, 1999 or whatever it was. I just had to go. Look, I went in my pajamas and everything. I was so embarrassed, but man, I'm on a mission. So I got a pressure canner from Bed Bath & Beyond. You know what? I didn't even think to look. I was in such a hurry, and I didn't want nobody to see me looking like I'm out here. Please, spare change, sir. I didn't want people to be looking at me like that. So let's get to showing you how this worked real quick. It's so easy. And I saw Lady Cheryl do this, and it blew my mind. And I just kept thinking to myself, oh yeah, I won't need that. And it made my life so happy. It got a little plunger on the bottom, just plunging down. Wet your surface, now you can't move it. You're gonna need that, trust me. All you do is a little button here, you push, and you can bring the whole thing back. Now this little doodad here will cut them into spirals and core it for you. I'm gonna show you how it works both ways. Let me reset it. I'm gonna reset it so I can show you exactly what it did for me when I first got it. I didn't want spirals, so I kind of disconnected this thing. Hold on. I told you, this is why I didn't want to go live. This ain't no joke. None of this stuff. We're going to do it anyway. Okay. Make sure I can come out. Okay. We can do it. So it'll core it for you too. bring that back. You jam your apple or whatever, or your pear. This is actually an Asian pear, you guys. I'm trying to move my hands so you can see it working. You jam that down on the spike, and all you do is literally turn it. Damn, it's cockeyed like a mug too. It's okay. Wait a minute. I'm just gonna show you like this. This peels it, this cores it, and it's a blade here that spirals it. Look how cockeyed that is. That's gonna be ugly. That's okay. This is just for. I'm telling you, it made my world a wonderful place to live in right now. Lady Cheryl got me hip to this one. I would not have been able to do this all day. I'd have spent my whole day just peeling the doggone fruit. Now here's the sweet part. This would be good for French fries, okay? But what I'm trying to do right now, and all you do is literally, let me scoot it over. Move these. Pull it right off. Here's the core. That's the core and the seeds. You can see that. Go ahead, get rid of that. Toss that. And where's my rag? Okay. Now, as you can see, it peeled it and it spiraled it all at the same time. So that's dope, but I don't want mine spiraled, so all you do is just loosen the blade and readjust the blade that cuts it. But you see how quick that was for me? You have no idea how long it takes sitting around cutting up pears or cutting up apples all freaking day. I'm trying to get a... So thank you, Lady Cheryl, for that one. We're going to do another one just for giggles. I could go faster. I just don't want to start no gangster stuff. Oh, I got a jam. I got a jam. I got a jam. The stem was in there. The stem got me jammed up, y'all. I wasn't looking. Watch out for that stem, because it'll do that. That's like my third time doing that. If that stem get caught up in there. But still, you get the idea. I'm going to just break that piece off. Break that piece off. Throw that on in the juice over here. Take that skin off. And that's all to it. Bring me that bucket so I can get rid of this scrap. Who over there? Nobody. Must have heard a ghost. No, baby, it's okay. It's okay. No, I done got myself in a pickle is what I done did. Doing too much is what I'm doing. Too doggone much. Thinking I'm going live like I'm doggone...
Oh, you not?
I am live.
Oh.
Like I'm damn Emerald Lagasse or some damn body.
That's what we should do. Let's go back to cutting.
No, baby. Okay, y'all. Back to action. So as you can see, you cannot live without this peeler if you got a bunch of fruit. Yeah, somebody's telling me to save the peels. Listen, come on now. On my channel, you already know. That's going either to the chickens or up under one of my trees. Okay. Wonder where got myself into pickle. Yeah, what? Wait. Wonder where got myself into a pickle came from. This, I'm sure. I add cinnamon and nutmeg to the apple peels, dehydrate them, and my grands love it. Good to know, love knows. Where do you get the canning recipes? I've bought several canning books so far. I'm gonna grab a couple of them. I show them in a couple of my videos. Okay. Number one, this canner, that's one of the ones for that steamer. But your All-American one is excellent. Then I got the ball, the all-new ball book of canning. That was the first one I got. I'm gonna let you just take a screenshot of that so you can see. I haven't gotten into this one yet, the complete guide to pressure canning. I haven't looked at this one at all yet because the one that came with the All-American is the truth. So I haven't even, you see it's not even a crease in that one. I haven't even opened that one. This is the old school Better Homes one that I like. It's okay. But the ball so far, but hands down, all of my mentors are leading me to the Ball Blue Book of Preserving. That has been the basic truth. This one is, the other ones keep giving you all kind of recipes, right? And I kept saying, I don't want to do a recipe. All I want to do is just pears or just apples. This is the closest thing so far to beginners for me that I want. I don't want shrimp a la vage in a jar. I don't want, haki sake, liberace. I don't want all of that crap. I don't even know what that stuff tastes like. All I want is what I like to eat, what I cook in a jar. All I was looking for through these books, I just wanted just peaches, just pears. And none of them would give me that. They kept giving me all these weird recipes, and I didn't want that. This has been, look, this is how you can pears. Do you want pear jam or just pears? That's what I was looking for. I don't need 1,000. See how thin that is? Versus any one of these. Because them is just a bunch of somebody else's recipes, and I know they're proven, but I don't want to eat what you eat. You know, I might not like celery. I might not like all the ingredients you put in your food. All I want to do is I'm trying to can things plain. Because if I want to make a meal, when I pour it out the jar, I might pour out a jar of tomato sauce, a jar of turkey meat, and make myself a meal. But if I put the spaghetti sauce in with the turkey, in with the mushrooms, and make a meal out of it, I'm stuck with that meal. And if I don't feel like eating that meal, that's just what I'm stuck with. So I like the option of separate everything just like it's in the grocery store. And if I feel like, think I'm gonna make tacos, I pull out a jar of this, pull out a jar of that, and make it. You understand what I'm saying? I know I'm new to canning, but I'm just trying to use my common sense on the way we do things here. The ingredient canning, right? Like some people gumbo, your pot of soup. That's all good and all. But sometimes I don't feel like eating no soup. Maybe I want to eat this, and instead of adding turkey, I want to add ground beef. Or maybe I'll, see what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying. So, okay, let me see. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it simple. And be honest with you, that was not my idea. That was Lady Led, like, baby, no, we shouldn't even do all of that. Because I was talking about, macaroni and cheese with some stuffing and everything. I'm going to just put it in a jar, And she was like, just stop doing that. If we keep it simple and separate it, we can make any meal that we want to make. So that's what I was, she talked me into it. And once we tasted some of it, I understood. Keep everything separated. I wanted to do the whole, like we get in the store, the fruit salad. She said, don't. Because I don't really care for that fruit. I don't care for that fruit. I just want the peaches. So you got to think about everybody. Wendy says, exactly, that's so right. That's my kind of style. That's me. I'm basic, cut dry, and, I'm complicated, but I don't compete with simplicity. When are you going to do a video of subscribers' garden? I'm going to tell you, the only reason it's holding that up is because people are still flooding in. And part of me was like, it just ain't fair for me to just cut it off. People got so much wonderful stuff to share. I was supposed to do it the first week of August, but people got some. Listen to me. When you watch this video, clearly it's going to be long, but you would do yourself a disservice if you don't stick around and watch the whole thing, because this ain't about me. This is about y'all garden. And when you see what other people are doing, it's going to motivate you to step your game up. You know what I'm saying? Or people going to see what you're doing and be like, ooh, her garden is a killer. I got to, they going to contact you and be like, how did you get your roses like that? Oh my God. So I would do you a disservice and do the whole gardening community a disservice if I only show part of it and not all of these people's garden, because I'm telling you, it got me changing the way I'm doing stuff out here. Just watching y'all. So I'm going to release it. I'm going to try to release it this month. But trust and believe, you will see why. You will see why. And it ain't got to have a whole bunch of fluff to it and music and all that. When you see people's garden and what they're doing, and you will see. You'll understand. So I'm still working on it. I've been working on it. Just can't finish it. I can't wait to see everybody's garden. It's going to blow your mind. Because I'm sitting here like, I know I'm not the best gardener in the world. I know that hands down. But some of y'all need to be on HGTV. And they're new. They're new gardeners. You see what I'm saying? Let me see. Hey, Fishes and Loaves. How you doing? Double D, if you don't have practice to watch a video, you won't have patience to garden or keep bees. Amen to that. So let's get into this. You know what? I really don't want to do this live because this is hard. This gets my nerve jumbled up. Let me put these books away. All right. I'm telling you, when you first do it, yeah, if your nerves ain't shaking, you ain't doing it right. Or you a pro already. So my nerves, as much as I've been canning, can y'all see all that stuff up there I done canned? That's just some of it up there on them shelves. Some in the living room, some upstairs. I'm running out of spaces. So, I'm just going to bring y'all in with me, okay? And just forgive me because I can't read. I really need to be paying attention. I'm new, just like you. Lady Cheryl is going to be going live tomorrow. Everybody needs to go check her out because she will be giving some tips that we all need to know. All us new canners. So, right out the gate, one of the things I've learned is, one of the things I learned is, you see my stovetop is small. Sterilize it. I wash my new jars and I sterilize them in the oven. So that right there really helps. So I keep my oven on 225 and I'm just going to start getting them out right now. And instead of me using my clamper, I'm just going to straight feel the power. Believe it or not, this is hilarious. This is funny. I bought this to be funny. But you can literally, don't do this. Matter of fact, I'm not going to tell you what I've been doing. This thing, you do not feel no heat. It's funny. It was joking. I bought it for a joke for a 100 subscriber award. But this thing is a beast. I don't even use sake no more. So I'm just going to do a couple at a time, y'all, okay? Here go my jars and they hot. I'm only going to do a couple at a time because I'm not great at this. I'm not the man yet. I'm working on it. So now all I'm going to do is, as soon as my ladle. And see, I was so nervous. This is the part where I be like cutting all my videos off because I be losing stuff and it be right here, right next to me. So the first thing I did, y'all, was make a mess, as you can see. Make a mess. I told you, this is not a good idea. I had to stop 911. It started calling 911, y'all. Okay. I already got my simple sugar syrup in here that I've made. It ain't nothing but water, sugar, and cinnamon. That's why it's this color. Sugar, water, and cinnamon. That's all to it, okay? So, hold on, let me wash my ladle. So all I'm going to do is ladle this in to the jars. Put my pears in first. See if y'all can see that. My jars are clean and sterilized already. I like to put the fruit in first, and then I add my juice. Oh yeah, and I put a little bit of lemon juice in there too. All the recipe is in the book, okay? See, I'm getting my bubbler. Here, bubbler. Okay, get the bubbles out of there. Believe it or not, you don't think there's no air in there, and it really be. That always trips me out. Now, I'm going to bring that juice up to a 1/4 inch of headspace. And that headspace is important too. I was asking Homestead hard about that, like how important is it? People saying, oh, you can get away with having a little extra, but you know, you might want to eat that stuff a little sooner. So I didn't want to do that, so I've redone all of that stuff. We had that stuff for dinner. Pull your jar out. I'm going to scoot that to the side and fill this one up, okay? Again, excuse me because I'm trying to pay attention. I'm just as new as you, if not newer. It smelled like apple pie in here. Fresh pears, fresh off the tree, and cinnamon and sugar. I'm debubbling it now. Look at all, y'all can't see all them bubbles coming out. Let me move my hand. All them bubbles coming out of there. Now I'm gonna just fill her up with juice. A 1/4 inch of headspace. Now I'm gonna just set that to the side. I'm just gonna give y'all an idea of what I'm doing. And we're gonna call it a wrap. Now I got my vinegar in this facial pump, or whatever you wanna call it, alcohol facial pump. And it's just easier to me and there's less stuff in my way. So less mess too. And a napkin. Wipe my rings off. Ooh, that's hot, baby. Yeah, baby. That's hot. Everything is hot, y'all, so watch your tailbone. Don't go grabbing this stuff. Wipe that one off. Go ahead and wipe this one off. Get my magnet and get me some lids up out of here. I done steamed them half to death. Finger tight. When they say finger tight, they mean it. Because I've had instances, it does not let the gas come out. Let me scoot this over and get you back in frame. It will not let the gases out so it can, as soon as I get resistance, I stop now. It works perfect like that every time. Because I got a habit of over tightening it and it won't let the gas out. So I end up pressure canning it again. So I'm going to just show y'all right now. I'm just going to work with what we got. Okay? I'm going to do a couple more and we're going to get rocky. Let's try 4. I think we can do 4. That'll be 6 in all. That'll be worth it. Okay. It ain't, this is the boring part. And I understand, it is just, you got to concentrate. This ain't one you want to be half-ass doing while you just somewhere chilling. You need to really concentrate. If you new, look, get rid of your company. Tell your kids to go in the other room. Look, that, I debubbled that, and this is at the perfect headspace. See, it's better with a video because you can edit all of this bumbling and jumbling around. You can edit that stuff out, but this is you getting the real live funky cold Medina right now. And that pear, he ain't going in there. I forgot to cut that sucker in half. We'll just leave him for later. That's the one I showed y'all. I grabbed him like he was really gonna go in that hole. So we just gonna do 4. We're gonna do 4. We ain't gonna be greedy. Do 4 jars, that way. Try to get as much fruit in there as I can though. So I don't waste no room. Perfect headspace. Okay, that's it. Let me stop my Emerald Lagasse routine and just get going, okay? Get my vinegar, clean my rims. This is a must. Homestead Heart, Lady Shirley, like, look, you gotta do this. You gotta do that. That's so you get a good seal. A good seal, because see that syrup will get on the side, that little sticky juice will get on that side and won't let the seal lock down. All right, let's fish us out a couple of these lids. Literally pick them up. This. Okay. Now finger tighten them. I know this is boring, y'all, but this is part of the game. I'm just letting you know. This ain't no action-packed adventure. That's it. Now, it's time to get gangster. I'm about to put them in the steam canner. We going straight forward. So now, I'm going to bring y'all in a little closer. I'm I'm gonna put my jars. Hold on, let me put my jars back in the oven because I'm about. Once I cut this camera off, I'm gonna do some more canning. I'm filling my jar up with warm water. I want to get that since everything is warm. I'm gonna show y'all that. This is a nightmare. But I'm showing y'all that, look, man, it's okay to be nervous. Lift your lid up and just fill that up. We're gonna fill this pan up basically to right there. Right till it touches the bottom of this pan. Once it touches the bottom of this, it can even come over a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. Because that's how I've done it 2 times already. I'm gonna bring it right up to the knuckle. Okay, I'm gonna leave it right there. Can everybody see that okay? I got all kind of mess going on behind the scenes over here. Can everybody see that okay? Okay, all right. So now all I'm gonna do is grab my pears, grab my jars, and set them in here. And somebody asked me how much can it fit? I tried it out. It can fit 9 16-ounce jars. It can actually put 10 in, but you can't put the lid down. So it fits 9 perfectly 16-ounce jars. So now we're going to cut our heat up on high. This is how I do it anyway, okay? I like to get my bubble going, and then I'm going to put my lid on. So while we waiting on that, is it any questions so far? Yes, it's a steam canner, and I'm going to show you while we wait. See if that light will give us any justice. When the water starts to get hot, once that needle hits that dark green, because this is my elevation. That blue one is my elevation. That yellow might be your elevation. All of those different colors might be your elevation. But mine is the blue. So once it whips around here and gets on that green, that's when I want to start timing for 10 minutes. In the book, I'm going to be cooking these pears for 10 minutes. This is the truth. This, I don't even know who make it. Oh, Fruit Saver. This, I just wanted to try it out because it just seems so much simpler. I watched a lot of reviews on it and people love this thing. I said, that just sounds like it's just easier because you don't got to tote around so much water and dump so much water, waste so much water. And to me, you know, waste, that's one of my pet peeves. And keep wasting water. You can use it to, you know, for other stuff, but I don't know. This just seemed like a no-brainer to me. Question, is this like water bath? This is everything you do for water bath canning is this. The same length that you cook it for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, everything is the exact same, just less water. That's why I liked it, because I'm like 3 or 4 times less water, but all the rules that apply to normal water bath canning apply to this steam bath canning, so I don't have to learn nothing new, but it's so much easier. So I had to. Let me see. Only 2 weeks away. And I'm going to tell y'all a little tip about this. If you're planning on getting one, once you bring your water up to a bubble, once you get your water bubbling and you get your lid on, turn your heat down. Because this lid going to be rocking. I'm going to show you. But your lid going to be rocking and you're going to get scared. And you're going to be like, I don't see how this thing works. You cut your heat down. I'm going to let my water get hot. And then I'm going, so it cooks from the bottoms and what? And not from all sides. I missed something. But you just want that little stream of steam coming out that hole right there. Let me see. I can't even see. Right there, that hole. You don't want steam coming from around the sides like you trying to cook some collard greens or something, in the wintertime, steaming up the windows. Hey, main course encouragement. Would you prefer this? Wait, let me back up. Would you prefer this than the All-American canner? Those are two entirely different ways of canning. That is like a motorcycle versus a car. Those are two entirely different animals. They're two different kinds of canning, and there's no comparison. You can't compare the two. Pressure canning is for meat. Hey, Tylita 360, how you doing this morning? Pressure canning is for meats and low acid foods, and steam bath canning, this is for like fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. Not vegetables, fruits. Let's just stop at fruits and jams and jellies, okay? Don't let me spit nothing out my mouth that I don't know nothing about. So this is what we're doing right now. Let me see. I never saw a steam bath canner like that. I didn't either, but while I was doing research on canning, this popped up. A lady in Europe was using this. I said, what the hell is that? And I just kept, once she said steam bath canner, I was like, oh, I got to do more research on this thing. And she started giving you instructions on why this is way better, way easier. Okay, I can hear my water. I'm working up on a bubble, okay? So what I'm going to do for you guys, let me see. What about me? I want to shout out. What I'm going to do for you guys right now is I'm going to get the lid on because I got bubbles coming out right now, okay? Damn. If it can go bad, it's going to go bad, ain't it? This is why I told y'all I didn't want to go live because, man, I be getting nervous like I'm trying to rob a bank or something. Start pooting. When you get nervous, you get a little gassy. Trying for y'all not to hear all that. My nerves start to get bad when I hear the water bubble. I've done this so many times now. I've been doing this almost every day for weeks, but my nerves still ain't settled yet. So my water is working up. I'm trying to get y'all as close to this as I possibly can without putting you in the pot with the cans. So my water is coming up to a bubble. And remember, I'm not going to start my timer until I got a nice, good steam coming off this thing. With a water bath canner, a normal water bath canner, you want a strong, hard boil before you start timing. With this one, you want a good steam. So I got smoke coming up. We smoking our pot. we smoking our pot. So right when the smoke is coming up, I'm going to cap it off. Smoking our pot here, y'all. So I'm going to put the lid on. And what I'm going to do is turn it this way so you can actually see that steam hole. I'm going to show you that. And then I'm going to show you when it gets to the green is when we start our timer up here. When that reaches this, I'm looking at my iPad. When that reaches that dark green around the edge there, that's when we gonna start our timer. So bear with me, y'all. I'm freaking out right now. So right this very minute, while we waiting on the steam, because if you leave this on high, this lid is gonna go to rocking. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you the lid rocking so you know what to expect. And that's when you're gonna start backing that heat down. Right now, the lid is actually, the needle is moving. Hear the whistle? You see the steam and you hear the whistle? I told you hear that little whistle. That's what you be looking for. This is exactly what you want. Can y'all see that? Now my needle, I'm going to come up and I'm going to show you the needle for a second. I can move this doggone chair because my nerves getting bad. I'm pooting. All right. You see my needle starting to move? It's wait, let me back it on up. Hold on, y'all. This is ridiculous. Hold on. I'm trying to do this with my iPad. Just stop. Let's do it like this. Okay. As you can see, there we go. See that needle rising? It's trying to get to that green. Now watch this. Look at that lid jumping. It's not jumping crazy yet, but it's getting there. It's about to be jumping like a pot of collard greens in a minute. You see it jumping around like popcorn in the 80s? It makes you nervous once it really get crazy. Let's look at our needle again. All right, we coming up on that dark green. That's our elevation from 0 to 3,000 feet above sea level. So right when we about to get to that dark green is where we trying to get that needle to. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not reading y'all comments at this very second because my nerves, tell you, I'm puckered in right now. I'm kind of puckered in, so bear with me. This is my 4th time using this, and I think I got it down pat. Yeah, them booty cheeks is tight right now. I'm pinching them because my nerves is bad. Y'all know how it is. You trying to get that job, or you going in the bank and hope this check is still good, even though it say it expired this check after 30 days. You trying to still cash that same check. You 90 days out, and that check been expired. You hoping that coupon work for you. You in the store trying to pass off that 50% coupon. You know it's 2 years old. That's how I feel right now. Okay. You know good and well you being extra nice and everything to the cashier. Hello, how are you today? Oh, your hair is so beautiful. Oh, by the way, I have a coupon. You hoping the cashier's stupid and worried about her. That's the day you want the cashier to be on her cell phone while she doing your transaction. You want the little cashier to be on her cell phone so she could just grab that 50% coupon and keep it moving. Okay, y'all, we hitting the green now. We got steam, we got a whistle, and my pot is jumping like a house party in the 90s. So I'm gonna back down off this heat just a little bit, okay? Because I don't want my pot jumping around like that. So I'm gonna take it down to middle of medium high right there. This is what worked for me last time. Because I wanna keep my needle right there in that dark green. So I'm gonna start my timer for 10 minutes right now. Computer, start timer for 10 minutes. Okay, so right here, you see, once I back that heat down, I'm not jumping around no more. See that? And all I got is a couple of little puffs coming out the side, but the real steam is whistling out the steam hole. Okay. So right now, we on our game. This is where we want to be. And I just want to make sure that my needle stays above the into the dark green. Hear that? That's where we want to be. Listen. Can y'all hear that whistle? Okay, my whistle is lowing down. Remember, I got an electric stove. So it cuts off and cuts back on. Y'all should feel my hand shaking. But we good. We good. So I'm going to put this back on here. So at this very moment, woo, I'm telling you, when you get this nervous, man, I got to poop. I'm sorry. But when your nerves is bad, I'm going to sit next to it. Okay, so for 10 minutes, any questions that I can try to answer? You know when your nerves is bad, man. I'm sorry for being so graphic, but you understand, okay? You know you late for work and they told you, you got one more time to be late. And that's it, I'm tired of you was late that day and you praying to God that supervisor that told you that is not at work today. Okay, that's my nerves right now. I'm doing 90 on the freeway trying to punch the clock. Okay, all right. So far, so good, y'all. And it's cold in here, and you're going to see me wiping my brow. Trust me, it's my nerves, and I'm sitting by a steamer. I didn't even drink no coffee yet because my nerves are so bad. Any questions? Okay. As you get better, the anxiety part of it will decrease and your confidence rises. Yeah, most definitely. I'm trying to figure this out, and I know this video is long, but this one is me really in the trenches, okay? Now remember, the worst part about all this, the easy part for me so far. This has been the easiest part. The hardest part is just prepping your fruit, peeling it, getting it ready, soaking it in water so it don't turn brown. What kind of canner is this? This is a steam canner. I'm in love with this thing. You see no big bubbling. You ain't dealing with dang on 10 gallons of boiling hot water and you got babies and puppies running around. This is the truth. I am in love with this. And let me make sure, because I see my lid jumping a little bit. I'm going to just crank it down just a knuckle. Okay. Because the first day I used it, this lid was trying to literally jump off of the doggone stove. And I had picked my salt, pepper shakers, and I'm sitting stuff up on top of it like this so it can stop jumping. And you hear that? Listen. You know why that whistle got louder? Because putting a little weight on the top is keeping the pressure from coming around the sides and only letting it out of this hole. But you should have seen that first morning. I had to go to work that morning. I promise you I was almost late for work. Testing this out at 4 in the morning, you know I got it bad. Listen. It sounds like a storm is happening outside and the wind is coming through your old windows you should have replaced 15 years ago. That's the scariest sound in the world. You got some old windows you know should have been replaced 15 years ago. That wind kick up and you think that storm about to whip your butt away to Oz. The sound it make. Let me see. I prepared like a prize fighter. I'm up and down like a grasshopper watching the gauge. That's me. And you just remind me. Oh, we good. We good. Yes, I got it on Amazon. And I can't say the price because they knocking me for that now when I say that. But just check Amazon. Let me see. Leah, thank you and Lady Leah for all that you do. I am going to can some tomatoes and pickles today. I'm going to be canning all day. This is my day off. So this is what I want to do with my day. And my baby is out in the garden. I think she harvested some tomatoes or making a video. I'm not sure. Oh, thank you, Dusty Fuller. Thank you. Amazon isn't expensive on it. Listen, and I'm going to say this again, what I've said before. Right now, the way the world is, everything is expensive. I'm sure this thing probably cost 20 bucks when stuff was normal. A pressure canner, people like, oh, I bought my All-American for $120. That's over. Those days right now, that's not about to happen. So when you see a little, cockeyed price, you're going to end up paying these cockeyed prices because they know these things are helping us survive. Because look, this is what you're going to have when you're done. This is going to sit around for a year or two or more. I got food that I ain't got to worry. My power keep going out, and I ain't got to worry about where I'm going to store these. I got a bucket. When you got too much fruit, you be like, dang, I done let all them apples go bad. You come in the house smelling vinegar. Well, I done let something go bad. So this right here, this is the truth. I ain't got to worry about my freezer no more. I still got 3 turkeys to break down and can up. Let me show y'all something. People are buying canners up and gouging for the true. Like anything else, like gas prices, it's no different. They know you need it to survive. And to be honest with you, we can't 100% blame it. Oh, there you go.
I gotta get you some snacks at home.
Are you hungry, baby? We can't exactly blame it all on the man. We were supposed to be doing our part, preparing for these days ourselves. And I know everybody don't want to hear that, but I hit myself on the hand a lot of certain things that I didn't. Don't it sound like the Wizard of Oz coming? Grab Toto, Toto, Toto. So it's our part. We supposed to be on top of our game too. So hey, how you doing, Crisscross? Can your freezer first? Right. And thank you for saying that. Debbie Sims contacted me. She said, make sure you get all the stuff out of your freezer first and can your freezer first. I had already started doing that, but she told me all the reasons why. That's just a no-brainer. All the stuff in your freezer, if the lights go out, that's the first thing to go bad. Can your freezer, can your refrigerator, and then start going out to the stores. We don't even really need to be in the stores with all the mess going on anyway. But, right, and freshness. So, thank you, Debbie. Because I took that note from you. I was already doing it because we store turkeys every year, and I just been wait. Can you see them? I'm gonna bring them to you. I'm just gonna show you because I'm so proud. See, pork chops in the freezer, canned up, pressure canned. Chicken breasts, canned up in the freezer. Turkey, canned up in the freezer. See what I'm saying? Get that stuff out your freezer and can it up. That way you ain't got to worry about when the lights go out having nothing to eat. So now the only things that I'm keeping in the freezer is like stuff that I'm going to be using every day. Matter of fact, I might even end up having to sell one of them. So when I say I'm not playing, I'm not playing. I was on that video last night and the night before that. Everybody kept saying, Leah, what is that all canned stuff on the floor? I got canned goods that I canned up. I'm running out of space on my shelves and cabinets. Oh, hear that? Let's go. All right. My nerves is bad. I'm pooting, baby. I'm pooting. All right, wipe it up. Let's go. All right, y'all. Y'all with me? Is you with me? I want to know if you with me, because my nerves now. We doing this crime together. Okay, we got this. We got this. Let me move everything out the way. See, I'm so nervous I can't tell the timer to shut up. Computer, cancel timer. Okay. Y'all ready to see what's popping? I'm gonna bring y'all closer, okay? Why the salt and pepper on top? I was just showing y'all what I was doing the other day. That you do not need to do that. Don't do that, as a matter of fact. You make a mess. All right, here we go. I'm gonna cut my heat off first and wait for the whistle to go away. Listen. It's gonna be a quiet like a baby you just gave that baby a bottle. Hear that? Silence. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, little Kenner. La la la. La la la. So now, I'm cutting up, y'all. I'm cutting up. Okay. So now, we gonna let this gauge drop all the way back down to 0 on the blue. Just like you will be doing on a pressure canner. Because remember, in my house right now, it's cold. But this area that I'm in right here over my oven and stuff is hot. Soon as I open this lid, that cold air is going to force its way onto that hot, steamy jar, and they could explode. So let your pressure, not your pressure, let your needle drop. That's for the pressure canner and this steamer. Now, here's the difference. When you got a big, giant, where's my big steam canner pot, babe? I had it over there with the rest of the gear. But with the big steam water bathing pot, with the big water bath pot, you can open the lid because your jars is still in that piping hot water. So you ain't gonna hurt nothing. But when you open this up, there is nothing around those jars. Everybody say, hey, Lady Lid.
Hey, everybody.
Anyone here have an All-American? If so, what are those white spots on the side, on the inside over time? Yes, they're mineral deposits. I've seen a lot of videos of people showing you how to get rid of that. You use apple cider vinegar to help get rid of those mineral deposits. Do you have to cook meat before you can it? No, you do not. And I learned how to cook the meat first through Miss Mama Daughter Sister. And once I went back and looked at Homestead Heart video, she does hers a raw pack is what they call it. You put the meat right into the can with whatever seasonings you're going to use, and everything needs to be cold. When you do it raw, everything is cold. Your jars is cold. Your canner is cold. You start out cold. When it's hot, just like we doing now, my apples and pears is hot. My steamer is hot. My jars is hot. I'm learning. I'm just passing on what I've learned, okay? Right, or white vinegar. But those mineral deposits ain't gonna hurt nothing. Okay, the suspense is killing me. If my jars pop, this will be the first time on live television. But I'm getting anxious. I get anxious, I start doing dumb stuff. Why you laugh at me? Because you know already. All right, y'all. Let's do this. I'm going to cut this fan off, though, because that's just creating a cold stream of air. Here we go. Look, GG25 say, wait. Waiting to exhale. We ain't waiting for nothing. This is gangster cannon. Listen, this is man cannon. Okay? We doing some man cannon right now. So that's right. I've been telling Lady Lid, look, we the man canners. We doing some man cannon. You know what I'm gonna put on here? On my canners, I'm gonna call All American. And All American, if you listening, this is Lead Farmer 73. I got my own design for a canner, okay? I want a bottle cap opener right here. Okay? And I want a cup holder over here or a little pan so I could be boiling me some peanuts while I'm waiting on my stuff, because the heat, we need to utilize the heat. So if we can get that going, All American, if you can hear me, can you please put an All American bottle cap opener for my beer while I'm sitting waiting for my stuff to can? I'm canning deer and drinking beer, and I'm doing it in the All American. So I need my tools close by, okay? That's a big pot, and I'm sure we can utilize it for other things and gadgets that we can put on the pot. Matter of fact, I won't mind spray painted blue, all blue, shiny blue. Can you do that for me with a big LF73 on the side? Straight man cannon. Let's get this going. We done. Here we go. I'm cutting up too much. Here we go, y'all. Wait, let me bring you all the way in. I'm Putin, baby. I'm Putin. Here. Oh, pop. Hear it? Y'all heard it. Didn't I tell you? Pop, boom, ping, pow, pang, pow. They all popped already. You see them in there gurgling? You see them still in there cooking and gurgling? Like we done pressure canned them? Didn't I tell you? Pow, bang, pow, ping, pang, pong, pow, pa-ra-ta-ta-ta, ra-ta-ta. Okay. See, she's sick of me doing this. I do this every day. Ra-ta-ta. All of them have, let me get the phone. My glove is on. Okay. All of them have sealed. They have all sealed. All from steam. And they still in there cooking. See that? This is from steam canning. When I pull them out of my big water bath canner, they don't be bubbling like this. There it is. Ra-ta-ta. Y'all heard it. Pow, pang, poo, pow. I love that sound. That means that is the sound of success. Now, watch this. This is the sweetest part. Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta. I feel the power. I've even figured out, so I don't set them on the countertop. Go ahead and put them on a cookie sheet. Pow, bang, pow, pow. And it's as easy as that. No, Led, don't do it. You made all your troubles disappear that quick. Now, this is the sweet part. This is not the sweetest part. I'm going to show y'all the sweetest part. Let me get my glove off. Give me my power gauntlet. Show you the sweetest part. We didn't need that right now. The sweetest part is this. Let me get Saki in the game. This is the sweetest part. No water. Let me zoom that back out. No water. No big giant pan of water. Now I'm going to literally measure this right now with y'all so you will see exactly what I'm talking about. And if you haven't done any water bath can yet, you won't know how important this is to me, but you will see. Now, let me get this right. 1 inch. Okay, on my debubbler, this is 1 inch of water right here. This will be 1 inch. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move the tray out of the way. You ain't even got 1 inch of water in this. You see that? That's not an inch of water. That don't even come up. What is that coming up to? That's coming up to the 3/4 inches of water. That's what we dealing with. And that right there makes me feel good. It didn't waste any water. The water line is still almost the same. I might need to add a little more, but nothing like my water bath canner. My water bath canner, you know, I gotta add a lot more water because of all of that steam and the bubbling and the gurgling and the burping. So you gotta add more water. So I'm just showing you guys what I've been playing with for a while, okay? It's tripping Lady Lead out because she know usually I'm out there tinkering with the lawnmower and the car, and that used to be my thing, souping up car engines and stuff. Me and my brother used to rebuild cars and stuff a lot, and we was in that whole thing. She said she'd rather see me doing this, less money. Can this canner be used on a glass stove top? I don't see why not, but I would read the instructions first. I think you can. This is the electric stove here. And I think it said, I even think it said, what is that one stove? Infrared stove top. It mentioned that too. I'm gonna look real quick for you, okay? Operating temperature. So far, temperature test unit knob. I'm sweating because I'm so nervous. I'm okay now though. Operating precautions. Let's go to page 6, and I'm gonna just run that down to you real quick. Steam canners, boiling water, no. Could be certain range top. Okay, be certain your range or cooktop is rated for home canning. So, okay. Some models of ranges or cooktops cannot be used for home canning, especially smooth top ranges, since they can be damaged. Check with the manufacturer of the cooktop before you. Listen. This thing is so light and fluffy, like nougat. It's so light. I know what it says. I don't see why it would be a problem. I really don't. But I didn't create this thing, so I don't know. So don't listen to me. I would tell you what I would do on that one. I would just, so there's hot water, steam canning, and pressure canning. Yes, use pressure canning for meat, steam for fruit, hot water or pressure for meats. Correct, I think, if I read that correctly. Then the manual for your stove should tell you if you can do it. Yes, it should. So what about gas stoves? Yes, you can use all this stuff on gas stoves.
Hello, family and friends. This is Rob, the Sapper Gardener. And really quick, before we start this video garden update, just a quick shout out to Jim and Jessica over at the Green Dream Project. We are taking part in a YouTube summit that they have organized. And there's a ton of great presenters. I'm going to put a quick link up to their homepage showing the speakers, and just encourage everyone who's interested in homesteading and self-sufficiency to go over and check it out. The speakers go across the board in different topics, solar, permaculture, just anything you can think of in the realm of homesteading, self-sufficiency, self-reliability. So go check them out. They will be offering up some videos for sale and other things. If you guys are interested in going to buy any of the videos, you can get a discount. All you have to do is type in Sapper at checkout, and you'll get I believe it's a $10 discount off the videos. So just a wealth of great information and great opportunities. So now back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Okay, I was able to pull down And his video that I was watching before this, I was listening to Sapper while I was getting my fruits and stuff ready, while I was doing my prep. And it worked. I mean, it just came on. Okay. But hey, no better guy to hack my video during a video. Best thing in the world. My man. Go check out Sapper Gardner. Okay, I was about to get the I know I got nervous. Like, man, what is he doing? So Sapper is part of the game too. Lead, it has more to do with the radiated heat and the weight on the smooth. This thing ain't heavy. Look, one finger, and it's water. See this? So it's not like the big giant pot, like an all-American canner is freaking heavy. Do you hear me? I don't care what size you get, an all-American canner, that's a weapon. It's heavy, heavy. When you see it, have you ever changed a car tire and had to pick the tire up and put it on the lugs? That's heavy, full of air, full of metal, heavy, heavy. That's that all-American canner is a tank. That's why I call mine Megatron, and the other one I call him the Iron Giant, because they are the heaviest, biggest, strongest monsters I've ever seen to put on a stove. So you better have your stove ready. They work on this old electric stove, but I don't know about glass tops. I thought it was an emergency canning alert. I did too. Yes, my canner's name is Megatron and the Iron Giant. Megatron is the small one, and the Iron Giant is my big boy. Let me see. There you go, SCI Family Guard, man. You just photobombed the whole video. Your video, I was watching your videos before I was doing this. He said, sorry, brother. But you know what, man? I'm glad it was you. I'm glad it was you that came in instead of somebody else I was probably watching. Let me see. My man, thank you, bro. Unicorn Lady said, you name everything. I do name everything when I care about it. If you don't see me naming stuff, I'm like, She said, was editing while watching. Man, I'm telling you. Okay, so everybody's seen the results, right? Everybody saw the results of, y'all heard it pop. Everything I described from this steam canner. Let me put the top back on it. Everything I described from the steam canner. You see I couldn't find my big water bath canner? I can't find it because I use this and I'll put that thing away somewhere. I don't know where she moved it because I haven't used it all week. I've been using this. So, let me see. So everything worked out and we got good food from it. Thanks everybody. My nerves was bad. I know we've been on here over an hour. I didn't want it to be that long, but let me tell you something with this cannon that I am finding out the hard way. It takes patience, nerves of steel in the beginning. Definitely takes patience, and it is some work because your prep work, thank you, Jamal Wilkins, your prep work that you put in, getting your jams and your jellies together and peeling your fruit and following directions in the recipes, that's the hardest part. The actual, look, it is cool to the touch. You ain't gonna be touching no, look at this. You ain't gonna be touching no big water bath canner. So, as you can see, look, I'll show you on the black hand side. That's how it's just lukewarm. So, yeah, it's a labor of love. And that's why I keep showing people. I went over there just to show my mama my chicken. Just to show her. Like, I done that, mama. Mama, I done, look what I did, mama. I was so proud. Because it ain't just like a skill. It'll save your life. You know, look, when you watch one of them apocalyptic movies and they hungry and what do they always do? They always, and see, art depicts life and vice versa. What do they always do? End up finding an old abandoned house to sleep in, and the first thing they do is check all the cabinets and cupboards looking for food. And you know what they always find? at least 1 or 2 jars of somebody's canned food. Every apocalyptic type, zombie type movie, there's always some truth. Forget about the zombies. There's always some truth in that. And that part is, this is what you're going to be looking for if stuff go to hell. You're going to be looking for food, and you're going to be looking for water. And I ain't talking about to go wash your hands. I'm talking about so you can see another day. Okay. So yeah, The Walking Dead, it's a horror, it's a gory little show, but you learn, like I told you, I just don't watch stuff just to be watching it. Or it's no use to me. I watch things to teach me something. And The Walking Dead really put you in a lot of situations that you really got to think about. Forget the zombies. Get that out of your head. Get that part out of your head. But things like marauders, people wanting to take what you have, people that want to enslave you because now they think they the boss, that everything done went to crap. All of those scenarios, people wanting to rape you, people wanting to steal you and take you somewhere else. All of those scenarios, protecting yourself. What are you going to defend yourself with? Offense. What are you going to what you going to eat? All of that stuff from those type shows are real, true life scenarios that most of us don't ever have to ever experience. But sadly enough, somewhere on this planet, on this rock that we live on, people are living like that every day in the third world countries. They have to live with Walking Dead type situations on a day-to-day basis. How not to get raped, how not to get killed, how to find food, how to keep a low cover, a low profile, how to blend in, how to hide, all of that stuff. It don't seem like it. This is the year 2020 and it's almost over, but people are still living like this in other countries to this very day. We take our independence for granted. We take our freedoms for granted. And there's so many countries out there still to this very day don't have none of the freedoms that you have. None. Okay? So just a reminder of, I watch those type of shows because you think somebody just created this out of their fantasy world? No, all they had to go do was spend a little time in the doggone jungles of Vietnam, or listen to some of the stories from some old veterans from Nam or World War I or II, or any of those people that go visit third world countries, missionaries and stuff, to visit these third world countries and stuff right now. The stories that they come home with and the soldiers come home with, there is no fictional book or movie that can depict that kind of living horror. Trust me. My father has told me stuff I wish I never heard. But the things that they witness and they see are things why you need to be trying your best to do things like this. Use your freedom while you have it, because you don't know. It could be gone tomorrow. The way things is going now, your freedoms could be gone. So you're free to learn how to survive. I say you should take them up on that and try it. Learn how to hunt, catch your own food. I don't care if you're a vegetarian or not. Whether you're a vegetarian or not, because I get a lot of stuff from vegans and vegetarians. I don't eat meat. I get it. That's great. But that don't mean don't learn how to survive. I'm not a vegan or a vegetarian, but if all I got to eat is shrubbery, I need to learn what to be eating and what not to be eating and what's good for me. And what's the name of the steamer? It's Fruit Saver. Yep, still Fruit Saver. Can you see that okay? Okay, any more questions before I get out of here? Let me see. I just got a fishing license. All stuff. She on top of it. Miss Mama, daughter, sister. Quick buy millimeter. Which freedom tools have to? Okay, I missed something. Can you do a survival video update? I tell you, every time I do it, I catch a lot of crap, and I got plenty of those videos already, and I just don't feel like dealing with that no more. Cause boy, I catches it. I would love to. I may just throw caution to the wind, and we all do it again, and try to make it a little shorter, cause those videos are long. Is this only for canning fruit? No. I'm gonna say this. Remember, I'm new too. I'm a student too. Do your own research on this. I'm only showing you what I've done so far. Okay? So I'm just showing you what I'm doing. I'm not teaching you too much of nothing. Let me see. Dusty Fuller, please save me one. Can't buy till next week, this coming Wednesday. I missed something. I've also started vacuum pack dry goods. You know what? I like vacuum packing food. We used to have one. Here's my problem with vacuum packing food is some of those cheap vacuum packers don't keep stuff packed long or sealed long. And the other problem is, what I'm just going off of my own experiences, okay? Not yours. You may have a whole different experience. But what I experienced was sometime when I'm moving those moving packs around and stuff, it'll kind of just friction, kind of knock a little gash in it or something, or just a little poke. And then that lets the air in, and then you got some bad food. So that's just was my experience. So I stopped vacuum packing. Matter of fact, I gave that to the Goodwill years ago. Let me see. Love Note says vacuum pack food tastes funny in vacuum pack. Yeah, I'm sure it tastes funny in jars too, but when you starving to death, you gonna eat it. But my whole thing about that was I wanted to be, I don't want the air to get to it, and that was the whole purpose of it. But I found several packs that just kept, and I was using a cheap one. I don't even remember the name of it. This was years ago. We were using a cheap one. It worked great, but the plastic that they gave you or the refills just was so low quality, and all it took was almost nothing for it to pop or let one little pinhole or something. So I'm not saying they bad. I'm just saying I had a bad experience my own self. Okay. I vacuum pack jars and no problem. I use a food saver. Sea Wolf. Now, see, again, I'm just going off of what my mentors are teaching me. I've heard people say they use a Instapot to can, and the food vacuum pack thing to can to suction. I'm dealing with what I've been seeing people do like since the beginning of time. Since, you know what I'm saying? I'm just sticking with what I know works. Like, no, they've been doing this. They didn't have that vacuum sealer back in the Great Depression. But what we doing right now is some Great Depression stuff. So I'm just learning the first basics first. Not saying it don't work. Right, ain't nothing wrong with learning new ways at all. I understand that. But before you go learning new ways, which I always tell my kids, learn the basics first. I'm a child to this game. I'm learning all the basics first. And then start like this. Once I had that, look, when you start water bath canning, I promise you, this is Led's promise guaranteed to you. Once you water bath can, it's actually boring. You're going to want to, it's nothing to that. You're going to actually want to get into some pressure so you can feel a little nerve. So your pucker hole can pucker a little bit. You go to Putin too, telling your nerve. I switched to this because once I heard all the good things about it and so many people using it, especially in other countries, I had to try it because the water bath cannon is like, I mean, that's so nothing wrong with trying new methods of things, but I want to get my basics down first before I go telling people, oh yeah, I put a brick on top of mine, and as soon as I hear the pop in the can, it's ready. I'm not trying nothing new. I've heard a lot of stuff like that actually. I've heard a lot of things people talk about how they can and get the air out and do the pressure with bricks and all kind of. I'm cool. Light you a fire and you get you a bonfire going. You set that jar right down smack dab in the middle of that fire. You let it sit there about 10 minutes. You pull out that fire. As soon as you pull out, bing, you hear that doggone thing go pop. You got your. I'm cool on that. I've heard some stuff. I'm not going to try those. I've never heard of 90% of the ways I've heard. I've only heard of the ways and seen the ways Homestead Heart, Miss Mama, Daughter, Sister, Lady Cheryl, and Granny Karma have done it. So I'm going to stick with that. And once I got that mastered, once I got that where I'm falling asleep while the canner is going and I ain't pooting, then I'll try to grab that dang on can. You get your fire, you go in, you get that coal down in there real good. You make sure that fire's hot. You set that sumbitch right down there on that doggone brick, and you let that flame get up, not too high, just high enough. Then you pull that sucker out there 10 minutes later, pop, bing, boom, boom, you got yourself can. Then I'll try that. But for now, I'll stick with the basics. For now, I'll stick with the basics and just put the doggone thing in a big boiling pot of water and wait 10 minutes. That's what I'm going to try for now. Any questions before I get out of here, y'all? We all seen it work. I'm about to be canning all day. What time is it? It's 2:30. I'm going to be canning till the sun go down. Get Granny Karma she is a beast with the game. Yep, focus on feeding your family. Let me see. What was that? Lady Liz need to put you on stage somewhere and give you a mic, some money. That worked one time, but then people start throwing quarters at me. I was taking my clothes off. It didn't work out very well. Let me see. I thought I was on stage for something else. Magic Mike night. They said it was Magic Mike night, so I did what I had to do. They said not that kind of Mike night. Okay. Let me see. Name of Sapper's channel is Ession's Family Garden. If anybody can write Ession's Family Garden on there for me in all caps, go check out my brother. Very knowledgeable. There you go. That's my man right here. He's one of my mods, okay? He's in blue. Ession Family Garden. He got everything going on over there just like I do over here, if not better. He's one of the blue mods in the house. Let me see. The case is 16 jars. I missed something. Just bought me a steam canner today. Can't wait. Let me tell you something. No, I don't know, Ession, man. You be on it, Sap. You be on it, bruh. Let me tell you something about this, y'all. I'm in love with this. I'm in love with this right here. This is such an easy way. And watch this. Watch this. Just for giggles. Just for giggles. Because the water ain't hot no more. Look, it's so less water in there, it ain't even hot no more. None of it is. It's all aluminum. And you ain't dealing with a whole big pan of water. Look, what? Listen to this. If y'all got the big cannon, now listen. I just wanted to do that because all I did was waste about 4 cups of water, or maybe a little more, instead of like 6 or 7 gallons, 8 gallons of water. That is one of the big problems. When I set my big water bath canner on here on this electric eye, it be rocking back and forth because it's so heavy, full of 6 or 7, 8 gallons of water, that it make me nervous.
Get out that chicken.
You know what I'm saying? So this only using a couple cups of water, easy cleanup. Come on, it's a no-brainer. Forget about it. Does anyone have watermelon seeds to sell? Let me see what else we got. No more questions. We're going to get on out of here. Pick some eggs for the refrigerator. pick some eggs for the refrigerator. Led, thank you for the lesson and knowledge today. It wasn't knowledge. I just wanted you to see me bumble around this kitchen for a hot minute. It wasn't nothing knowledgeable at all. I promise you that. Y'all see me, and trust me, if I was here by myself, I would have had to cut the stove off, go to the bathroom real quick when I get nervous. I'm telling you, I've been holding in a lot of gas because I didn't want y'all to hear that monstrosity. I didn't want you to hear it. What you doing? What you doing? You been in the shower?
Not yet. I'm about to. I just took the trash out, put it up there.
Why you smell like cologne?
I did my deodorant.
You got on deodorant, no shower.
I got deodorant on.
Peanut butter, no jelly.
Yeah, I'm not trying to waste my time trying to get the jelly.
But
I just need a quick snack.
I don't even. Let's act like we didn't say nothing this morning. Good. Okay. Elvira Mack, did you mean pickled eggs? That's what threw me off. Brunswick stew needs to be pressure canned. Anything with meat, what I'm learning, anything with meat needs to be pressure canned. No question about it. Or you gonna be just canning up a slow death if you don't. Revolution is a good post-apocalypse TV series. It's about a worldwide permanent electrical blackout. And I'm going to have to check into that one. I like watching things like that. What's a good contraption called? What's that contraption called again? Contraption. This is a steam canner. A steam canner. And Fruit Saver makes it.
Hello.
This gauge is everything.
I'm finna go up to the
Steam canner. Let me see. Low acid foods need to be pressure canned. Right. The low acid food. See, that confused me. So I'm not answering that one. Yes, pressure can so you don't have to can. Right. Botulism. Does the water in steam canner need to be sterilized? No, it does not. Or could you use bad tap water? I just use tap water. I don't know what water you have in your area. Some people say when you use bottled water, you get less mineral deposits, but you're not literally cooking in the water like you're making a stew. That water is just to heat up that jar. So listen, trust me, some of these questions, please go ask Lady Cheryl, Homestead Heart, Granny Karma, Miss Mama, Daughter, Sister, please, because they are the professionals. I'm a student. Yes, I'm live right now, Brenda. Brenda B. Durden, what's that? Yeah, Durden. See the idea I posted for a t-shirt above. I'm gonna do my best to work back up there, okay? You're welcome, see home. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this for everybody, all YouTube creators. If you haven't noticed lately, it's been taking either a week or more before the live chat comes back up for anybody's video. Is anybody else having that situation happen to them? Because that's what I'm having. The live chat does not show up for about a week right now. So I won't be able to go back up. I can't pronounce your name. Something chocolate. Praline chocolate's one. Okay. Botulism can't be smelled nor tasted. Get the right pop for the right canning method. It's important. Exactly. Like I said, a silent, slow death is what you'll be nibbling on. Like, what is that? Oh, is that beef jerky? Oh, that's delicious. Oh, no, it's stroganoff. Oh, stroganoff tastes like jerky. No, it's stroganoff. Oh, ooh, is it hot in here? I gotta go. Next thing you know, 911, what's your emergency? Help me. It's not funny. It's not funny. A lot of people died of that. Especially like during the Great Depression, because you know they was doing everything they had to do to survive. And a lot of people messed around and caught caught that thing. eating bad food out of a jar. So be careful. Be careful. You don't know what people did. You don't know how they sterilized it. You don't know. These days, everybody want to shortcut everything. They don't want to do the work and do it right. So somebody said, ooh, hey, I gifted you some pears. Is them Lee press-on nails? Is them Lee press-on nails you wearing? Oh, yeah, you like them? No, you keep your peaches. The only reason I said that. Because you was lazy. You didn't want to try to grow your nails out and take care of your own nails. You think I'm going to eat some botulism? That's just a quick sign like, no, you tried to race to the punch with the Lee press-ons, hit the club. No, if you lazy with your own nails, you sure ain't gonna can up no peaches like you got no regular sense. So right there, just stuff that's gonna kill you is what I'm talking about. It's just things that's going to kill you is serious. So what we're dealing with here is things that can literally take your life. So that's not nothing to play with. I'm learning that from all of my mentors right now in this game. It's dope, it's fun, it's amazing, but at the same time, this is like I'm holding a fistful of bullets if you do it wrong. You dig what I'm saying? It's like a grenade if you do it wrong. So that's why I'm not getting into the all the different weird ways of canning, because if it don't work right, this is a grenade, a live grenade, because it will kill you. I mean, you might have all your body parts left, but it will kill you nevertheless. And I'm not trying to go out either way. So that's why I'm sticking to the greats. People should get a canning book. Where are my books? Where are my books at? Oh, I done moved them all. I'm gonna tell y'all this to kind of give you a head start. Now, this is what all of my mentors, this is the one that they all keep telling me to get. Okay? Elena C said, I'm sticking with veggies and fruits. Vegetables need to be pressure canned too. It don't matter. It ain't just about meat. It's about the process. Now, I'm just telling you what I'm learning. I'm not teaching you nothing. I'm just telling you what I've read and what all my mentors are telling me. It's the process that don't be scared of what you're going to can. Be scared of if you keep trying to do shortcuts. If you ain't in the mood to read and listen to people's whole video and the details, yeah, don't do it. But if you ready to read some real knowledge and listen to people every word, that's when you know you gonna have some success. Listen, I understand how scared you are because you see how nervous I am. I literally, truly, I wasn't joking around. I was over here passing gas. I get nervous. I was serious about that. I was trying to do them quiet. A couple times I said I had to go over to the water and cut the water on. I cut the water on blast so I could just let one go. So nobody could hear my nerves, okay? It's nerve-wracking. Especially when you got a bunch of people watching. You got 500-600 people watching you. You got to poop a little bit. Okay? So I understand your nerves, but don't let that scare you. If you follow these directions, these recipes and these instructions from these books and these mentors are solid, and they've been tested by the USDA and our elders for over 100 years. That's why people say stick to the recipes, because they've been proven and tested for years. Beano ain't gonna help my nerves. Beano help when you done ate a old sour burrito. Beano work when you eat an old sour burrito from the gas station. Okay? Beano don't work for your nerves, okay? When the police is behind you and they flashing their lights and you don't know what you did, Beano don't help that. A little bit of poop come out. Beano ain't gonna work for nerves. Okay? So, please just stick to the basics, stick to the knowledge. Plain and simple. Okay, let me get this. The wine won't be as potent if you freeze them first. I missed something. Don't freeze grapes, just make the wine. Oh, y'all talking about wine. Don't get me started talking about no wine. So listen, we've seen it. We've done it. We together. Read the instructions. This is your instruction manual. Read your instructions. Don't go out there and trust and believe. I'm not, you're not alone, like Michael Jackson said. Because I was talking about canning all kind of stuff. I'm looking in the refrigerator like, hey, what is this? Some old pudding? Oh, I'm going to can that. She like, no, you can't can that, fool. Stick to the books. You can't just go pulling out stuff. Now, ooh, these bananas about to go bad. Let me go ahead and put them in the canner. You can't just go canning any old thing you want to can. You got to read first, okay? You like, oh, this pot roast about to go bad. Let me throw them in a can. Don't do that. You open your pot and smell it like, whew, that's almost unedible. I better throw them in a can. Here's the thing. Listen to me closely here. This is what I had to learn. Lady Led told me, okay? This is not a real time machine. So you can freeze this in time a little bit. Okay, you keep it fresh, but it's not a time machine. If you open your pot in the refrigerator and you kind of like, yeah, that's almost bad. Don't try to throw it. You ain't gonna stop time for that. And let that be no good the next day. Let that ride, okay? I followed Lady Cheryl's video in canned greens and smoked turkey. I was scared the first time using my pressure canner. I survived and got 4 quarts. You see, that's right. Don't be scared. Now, everybody, Lady Cheryl is going live tomorrow. Lady Cheryl, didn't you say you going live tomorrow? Tomorrow, that's Monday. You go live on Mondays. Didn't you say you going live tomorrow? You can make that announcement. You going live tomorrow. Okay, Lady Cheryl is saying, can you do me a favor, Lady Cheryl, and put in all caps that, you know, you can give the information right now that you're going live tomorrow and let them know. Because she's one of the pros. Miss Mama Daughter Sister is in the house today. Miss Mama Daughter Sister, can you put your name in all caps so everybody can come over and see your stuff? And if Homestead Heart is listening and busy canning, Homestead Heart, if you can drop in the comments to come check you out. Because everybody, these are all my mentors. Miss Granny, I'm sorry. Miss Granny Karma, if you listening, can you put your name down here? Because these are all of the ladies that I'm watching like a spy in the bushes. So don't call the cops on me if you see lead outside your window looking in your kitchen like this. Just the top half. Don't call the cops on me. I'm just trying to see your... That wasn't going to sound right. I was going to say your secret recipes, but that could mean anything if you're looking through people's window. So go look for those people because they are professionals. They do it without even thinking. They don't sweat. They don't breathe. They just be doing stuff like they making a peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Okay? That's how they can like that. You see me sweating and pooting and stuff because my nerves be bad. I'm new. Okay, thank you, Charlotte. Patron. I'm sorry. Thank you so much. Okay, y'all got it. We good. Let's show you the finished product, and then we gonna get out of here. Okay, let me wipe my little lids off because I'm so proud. You are not alone. I am here with you, though we're far apart. You always look at that. Ooh, it's still a little warm. Look, see that? You are not alone. I'm here with you. Look at that, boy. I just want to be able to take them off the same way I put them on. And then you can keep using your rings, but one-time use on the lids. This is our finished product. And they say to test it by trying to pull that up. That ain't going nowhere tonight. Finished product, y'all. It's a little warm, but this is what we did. So don't be scared. You are not alone. I'm with you. Okay? While you can and listen to Michael Jackson, you are not alone. You're going to do a little bit of crying and a little bit of canning. Okay? Because you're not alone. Just remember, I remember Led was nervous too. Okay? So everybody, please, if you even need help, let's all stick together. And we all here to help each other. Nobody's here to show off and I'm the best at what I do. No, we here to help each other survive and move forward. That's what we here to do. No, you cannot reuse the lids. I've heard you can. I won't. I've heard you can reuse the lids the same way I heard about the old man canning in a campfire. I'm not doing none of that stuff till I know the science behind all of this. And I know how to do this inside and out like I'm making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Cheryl's Organic Food Forest says keep rings on for 24 hours. That's all you got to say to me. I'm easy. The pro just said put them rings back on. Put them back on. Ain't nothing else to talk about. That's like when your mom say, come out that street. I ain't gonna be like, why? I ain't gonna say like kids say today, I ain't out here doing nothing. I ain't saying nope. I'm gonna do it just like my mama say, come up out that street. You mosey your butt right out the street. Lady Cheryl just said, leave them rings on for 24 hours. Ain't nothing else to talk about. That's how you learn. That's how you learn without getting your tail whipped. Oh, and don't even say words. Don't let words come out. Just go do what you was told. Did you see how that happened? Led. Them rings need to stay on for 24 hours. That was the same to me. It's come on out that street. I gotta go, y'all. No more football for the day. We gotta learn how. We gotta play something else. Want to play tag, duck, goose, or something? I can't play football in the street no more. I heard it. You a punk? I'm a punk today. Cause my mama on the porch. You know, my mama on the porch, man. I'm gonna be a punk today. Let me see. Amen, Rob. I grew my first sweet white potatoes. Essian Family Garden kept some seed. Having hard time with slips in water. Do you use soil to get your slips? That's right, Lady Cheryl. I'm listening to you, Mom. I'm listening to you. Go to the Ball main website. Thank you, Charlotte. Website having a major sale on jars and lids. Thank you for that information. Plus, I wanted to say one more thing about information. Now, they're price gouging for all of these different books. Hey, boy, give me the, what's the name? They price gouging, and I only called you boy because I couldn't think of your name. What's your, give me that other one. Leave this big old grandmama one on. Both of them, man.
You ain't say both of them.
You see me say books, plural. Books. Books is more than one of them.
It was, more than one. It was 3.
Books. So your question would have been, how many do you want, Pop? Now I'm going to hand them to you one at a time. This ain't no bus ride.
But I was trying to find out which one you want because you could have said, oh, put that one back too.
See, if it was my day, I'd have got a whooping like 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago whooping. Go sit down and eat your sandwich. I got work to do. Sandwich, eat it. Shut up.
I need a plate.
You don't need no plate. Wash out a plate over there and eat it. They price gouging for these books, y'all. They price gouging. See, y'all about to see more than a live cannon. You about to see a live whooping. This, they price gouging for these books. He ain't too old for a whooping. They price gouging for these books. So if you don't want to spend that kind of money for them, they said leave little lad alone.
Yeah, you hear him.
So online, go to the Ball website online or the All American website online. Those are just the two that I've dealt with, and they give you all of the instructions on canning, what you can and what you cannot can. Sound like I said that too many times. What you can and what you cannot can. So, and how to do it. So if you don't want to go buy a book, you can download their instructions online. See, I don't like them behind me. See, that's when they, where you at? That's when they make you nervous. Keep me something sharp close by. They make you nervous. You put you something close. I don't like people behind me. So, but that's it, y'all. So go online and go to the All American Canner website and go to the Ball website, and they have some of the canning instructions on those websites if you didn't want. But I will say this. I got a friend here on YouTube. Her name is Starduster2. Starduster2 is a incredible believer in saving books. Saving books. The way things are going and the way things look, if technology is not around, the reason why these books are being price gouged and bought up is because the way things keep going and everybody lights keep blinking out for no reason. I've been telling y'all this for over 6 months, a year even. If the lights keep going out, you can't download a PDF. You can't Google nothing. You can't, you understand? All we're going to have is to go back to these old Betty Crocker type books and do some real reading. So, you know, get the book. Get your books tightened up. Because I don't care what it's about. Math, science. I was in nursing school for years. I never threw away none of my books. I still got all my medicine and medical books. Because that stuff is important. I even told my wife, you know, these books is worth a fortune. They literally were. But they're worth a fortune after. When you need this stuff at home. So to leave that baby alone. That big man baby, he's a big old man baby. That's a grown man with no facial hair yet. That's all that is. Me still medical books. Still got your medical books too. I ain't throwing them away. My first reason was because they cost so doggone much. I'm like, when stuff costs you as much where you still paying for them 10 years later, I'm not getting rid of that. You know what I'm saying? That's why people sit on a couch till the hose is busting in it and you done jammed a milk crate up under the last cushion just so it'll sit right, because you still trying to pay them that furniture off, that living room furniture. You trying to pay that off. You trying to make it look as best as it can without the spring coiling up in your butt. So my nursing books are still upstairs at this very moment. Let me see something. Thank you, Sapper. I'm trying to find this guy. We ain't even gonna find him. Let's just say that. Let's just call it a day. Led, I got my Mosby dictionary. Need those. Who just said that? Elizabeth Hill said, I agree. I kept all my biology and nursing books and materials and field guides for plants. All of that. I got everything still to this day. I still have my computer technology books. That's good to have. Thank you, SEI Family Garden, Sapper. I don't know what was going on, but you handled it. I know Mama, Daughter, Sister, Miss Mama, Daughter, Sister still got all her nursing books. I know she do. Let me see. Kept all my books from med school. Keep all of that stuff. You don't know who you're going to maybe have to end up teaching how to do this stuff. When my dad passed, I saved all his books. Save them all from, I mean, even like cartoon books, even comic books. Still need entertainment, you know. Love novels. Keep them books. Right now, we going back in time if y'all haven't seen this. We're right now the hottest thing to do, the trends and the things that's being price gouged are things from our past, things we only read about in history. Things from the Great Depression are the things that you can't buy online. And if you do find them to buy online, you paying an arm, leg, and a baby toe for them. Think about that. We ain't, it's plenty of technology out there to buy. You can go buy an Apple Watch, y'all, you can buy all that. But what you can't buy right now is an old school pressure canner. Ain't that crazy? You can't buy jars. How crazy is that? We're learning how to survive like our, not our ancestors, our elders. That's crazy. That's what we're spending all our money right now. And some people are using their credit cards to buy something in technology that's over 100 and 200 years old. A canner in jars? Come on, man. Right. Oh, thank you. Who just said that? I missed it. Dang, I missed it. I was gifted Sears pressure canners. That's another place to go look for a pressure canner. Go to Sears. If they ain't closed in your area. And it's another one, J.C. Penney's. Go to those type places. See, people won't be thinking about them places. J.C. Penney's, Hills, you know, they sell good, top quality cooking tools too. And I bet you they just in J.C. Penney's and Sears in the middle of the mall where all them kids, you think them kids is going upstairs to J.C. Penney's to look at a pressure canner? Love Note says Sears just had a $1,400 barbecue grills for $299. So do campus stores. Yep, I said that yesterday. I purchased a new water bath canner after your recommendation. Thank you. And if you don't got a water bath canner, here's a water bath canner too. A pot. Plain old pot. Long as it can cover the top of those cans, there you go, water bath canner. JM said, Family Dollar have a lot of mason jars I found. That's good information. So, all right. So we got to think outside the box a little bit. So Clemson Road Lowe's have jars. Just order me a greenhouse. Local hardware stores, especially if you live in the country. Exactly. So any questions, anybody, before I go? And Lady Cheryl, I'm gonna leave them on for 24 hours. I don't want no whooping. I just wanted to show the people. Don't give me a whooping. So, you know, your mama coming here with that wooden spoon, like, didn't I tell you stay out that street? Didn't I tell you stay out that street? Told you leave them rings on for 24 hours, didn't I? You gotta tell me about it. Just go and whoop me. Don't sit here and build up the pressure. It's like a Stephen King movie. Didn't I tell you stay out the street? I told you, didn't I? You answer, but you ain't say what I asked you to say. What you want me to do? Hiya! Stay out the street. It's 24 hours, Miss Cheryl. It's on. Let me see. Love Note say I have a smoker, propane grill, and camp stove. Let me see. I missed one. Leg. Can you download canning books from your library using app Overdrive? You can download canning books from your library using app Overdrive. Just select You Library, enter your card number and password. Thanks for that information. There you go, everybody. You can get it from your online library or your local library online, rather. Grovetown, Georgia. Walmart just got more stock in. I went today. Let's has Resure canners, and I don't know what that meant. New canners gift set are missing magnet lid grabber because of new school tattler. I'm missing that. I don't know what that means. Okay, who found some Anchor Hocking jars? Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. Now, only reason I'm buying ball jars, I'm buying balls, is because that's all I can find. Most of my jars are Anchor Hocking. And they work just as great. Matter of fact, most of my honey was in Anchor Hocking jars. Yeah, just make sure they're not decorative. I heard the same thing. I've heard if you buy the colored jars like the blue and the red and all those weird colors, they're not really rated to be doing what we're trying to do. So don't do. They're just for decoration mostly. I'm not saying you can't, but everybody is saying don't, so I won't. Yeah, they say canning, but I'm telling you again, I'm just going off of what the pros is telling me. I believe that they do say you can use them for canning, but I'm not thinking about trying to look cute right now. I'm just listening to the OGs. Let me see. Just for drinking glass, those pretty ones. Can you use the color jars for vacuum sealing? I don't know. I'm not doing any vacuum sealing canning at all. Limbs online, and limbs is just as expensive as balls, if not more so. Let me grab this real quick. I had to go grab my doggone my juice about to literally cut off, and I got a couple of questions that I want to ask or answer the best way I know how. Now I just had that dang thing. There it go. Doing surgery. And y'all, I'm not no guru, so if you know the answer to some of these people's questions, feel free to ask them. I mean, to answer them. This ain't that kind of party. If you know and I don't, knock yourself clean out. Let me see something real quick. Just want to see if I'm getting juice. I think I am. Okay. Why do you take the rings off? Because you don't need the rings. The pressure seal, the pressure is in the lid, not the rings. The rings will give you a false seal. You will think it's sealed while you in there cooking a nice hearty batch of botulism. You don't want that. So I want to know. This is letting me know that I did it right. That ring won't. Good to know. You know what? I'm going to tell you this. Want to hear something? Here's one of my jars I use for honey, right? This lid is old. That's one of my old honey lids that I had. I'm going to show you something why I got a perfect example. And if you want to try it yourself, if you have a throwaway lid, try this, okay? I promise you. Do this. Put hot water, not boiling hot water out of your tap. Put hot water. Let me raise this up a little bit so the top of my head is getting on my nerve. Okay. Put hot water in a jar, and you're going to run this test for yourself. Put hot water in this jar. Put this lid on. And put your ring on. Let that sit on your counter overnight. In the morning, I promise you that this will seal. That will seal with just lukewarm water in it. And once this jar comes down to normal room temperature, this is going to seal, right? It got the ring on it. So I just did this morning. I promise you this. Because I cleaned out these two jars and left the water in them on the countertop. Because I had simple syrup in them. Left them on the countertop. And believe it or not, they were sealed. Now, I've done this many times before in my life, but now that I'm canning, I'm like, this was perfect proof that don't be trusting them rings. Now, that's going to be sealed. But you know what the difference is? The difference is, without the ring, this is sealed, but it was this easy to take off. And it popped. Now, this one, trying to get this off that's been water bath can, you're going to have to get something sharp to pry him off. They both sealed, but the one that had the water on the counter, it was a false seal from this ring. It let the air get in it and push that down just enough where you think it's sealed and it's safe if this was food, but it took no effort to pull that off of there. Just a quick. So that's evidence that you can try yourself, that you will know why not to leave that ring on. That is pure evidence. You trying to take this off compared to this is all the evidence you will need to know why after you need to take that off of there. Because it'll fake you out and you be done ate a nice, hearty, succulent, home-cooked batch of botulism. Okay? Even if there's nothing wrong with it, it looks delicious. But you might be eating your last meal, your last supper, if you will.
Motion detected at the driveway.
So I just wanted, thank you, C. Neil. I just wanted to give you that example. If you don't believe me, try it yourself. Just put some tap hot water in that jar and let it sit overnight and get the room temperature in the morning. In the morning, it's going to look like you just did some canning because it's sealed. That tab in the middle going to be sucked in. But it ain't going to take nothing for you to take that lid off. Also, tap in the center of the sealed jars. You can tell the difference. But yeah, you could tell the difference. Listen. Do. What the hell is that? That was a old Folger commercial? Was it Folgers or Sanka? Was that Folgers coffee or old boop 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 boop? Back when they had the percolators, was it Folgers or was it Sanka? If anybody can tell me that, I'm gonna send you a $5 sub card. Boop 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 boop. I think that was Folgers. Sanka, or was it Maxwell House? The first one said Maxwell House was Aaron Saylor. Aaron Saylor? No, it wasn't. Garden in Eden. Let me make sure before I say it. No. Martha Howard. Let me keep going up. No. Love Notes. Let me keep going up. I don't wanna. That's it, you guys. Miss Love Note said Maxwell House first. I got it right here on my screen. When the live thing popped back up, y'all can see it yourself. A lot of people, oh, you didn't give me no sub. I said it first. Once you see the live, how it popped up on my computer, that was the first one. Miss Love Notes, Maxwell House, coffee commercial. Oh, I don't even know what messed my head up. I thought it was Sanka or Folgers. I don't know. I kind of dipped away right there for a moment. I went back in time. Sanka and me, caffeine free. A cup. Sanka and me, yeah. If anybody can tell me, here's another. Ms. Love Notes, email me for your card. And if anybody can tell me this, who sung the Sanka song that I just sung, right there, I'm gonna send you a $5 card too. It's Sanka and me, caffeine free. A cup. Sanka and me, yeah. Anybody? Nope, not Lou Rawls. If anybody can tell me who sung the Sanka song, nope, not Frank Sinatra. Ooh, y'all so wrong. Nope, not Sinatra. I was sounding like Sinatra. Not Dean Martin. I'm trying to remember the song. Zach Price. Zach Price. Nope. R. Oakey. Let me keep going before I keep naming people's names. Nat King Cole. Nope. Okay, R. Oakey is our winner. R. Oakey said Lena Horne. Lena Horne was the winner. Lena Horne. Somebody said Sammy Davis Jr. No, Tony Bennett. I was sounding like an old Cool cat, but no, it was Lena Horne did the Sanka commercial from back in like 1970 something or yeah. I know that's crazy. Didn't I tell y'all my mind ain't been right lately? I'm singing Sanka commercials with Lena Horne, Bluebell ice cream commercials. I'm losing it. We're gonna get out of here. Oki, can you please email me ASAP so I can get that card to you as soon as possible? Pretty please. All right. And everybody that won cards, if you could actually take a picture with your Subway card before you spend it and take a picture with it and send it to me, I would love to see that so I could probably post pictures on the Facebook page. Do they even make Sanka anymore? I don't know. I haven't seen it. They probably sell Sanka like in Big Lots or something. But I don't know. I haven't seen it in years. They said they do. We're in Big Lots, Odd Lots, and some of them Red Barn stores. I'm good on Sanka. Love notes. Could my Subway card go to Miss Cheryl's Organic Food Force? You can give your card now. That's one thing. Thank you, Miss Love Notes. Thank you, Miss Love Notes. Because just like Turf Therapy, she is gifting her gift to Lady Cheryl. Thank you so much. Yes, it can. And you know what I'm going to say is from you. So what I would like to do, I wish there was a way I could do this a little better. I was going to sign it, but, I would love for you to sign it. So thank you for that. Thank you. All right. So I'll email me love note so we can see how you want to do that. Do you want me to send it directly to her? Or, Led, you got a super chat question. A super chat question. Super chat question. I was probably laughing in my head down. A super chat. Oh, at the top of the screen. Whoa. Oh, thank you. Salon, your name is so difficult. Salente, please tell me if I'm butchering your name. Thank you so much. Oh my God, I appreciate it. She says her 921 arrives tomorrow. Thanks again. Any suggestions on what to can first? Thank you, number one. Thank you. Thank you so much. Just say sale. You got it, Sale. Lady Sale, thank you. I'm going to tell you what I canned first, and it was really easy for me. I pressure canned. The first thing I pressure canned is right here, which was turkey. Turkey meat. If not turkey, the second thing I canned was chicken breast. No, this is the turkey. This is the chicken breast. Super easy, super simple. That way you ain't, and I didn't cook it first. I put the meat chunks, I chopped it up into chunks, put it right down in a jar, just like Homestead Heart showed us how to do. Just put it right in a jar. I put a little bit of bouillon in there, just a little bit, and another one, and that was it. And then I pressure canned it. Everything I had, everything cold. Let me see. Cheryl's Organic Food Force 321. You said I got another super chat question, or I'm looking. Oh, see you later, Sapper. I'm about to get off too. But do me a favor, Lady Sale, do me a favor. Can you can you do me a favor and email me so I can show you exactly what I did? Because I did a pressure canning video, and I got nervous like I did, and I still got it. I just haven't put it together and put it up because I was nervous. Please email me at leahfarmer73@yahoo.com. That way I can tell you in detail exactly what I did. It was so doggone easy. I mean, it was almost as easy as water bath canning, honestly. That the pressure canners do the work for you. All you need to do is watch your pressure. After your pressure is stable, smooth sailing. Trust me. And if you want real professional help, Lady Cheryl, Miss Mama, Daughter, Sister, Homestead Heart, Granny Karma, they OGs in the game. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I missed that. I was probably laughing. I laughed too much. I'm sorry. Everybody have a wonderful night or day. It's still daytime. We got plenty of daylight. Let's go can. Who all has a canner right now? Here's a question. Before I go, again, who all has a canner and has not used it? And has not used it. I don't care if it's a pressure canner or a water bath canner. You can even say, I water bath, but not pressure can. I pressure can, but not water bath. I haven't done either. Let me know. Garden Eden says, have not used it with All American. Aunt Tia says me. Arioki says she used hers. I used my water bath, but not my pressure canner. Ebony Queen 49. I did use both. Brenda Durden. Neither Miss Gigi the Crochet Queen. Canning pink apples. Water bath, but not. Let me see. Water bath and have not used it yet. This is a good question. Clausen's World. Hey, Clausen's World say, I've water bath, but not used my pressure canner. DMO, my Presto canner will be on Tuesday. Good. Oh, okay. Quietly Gardening. I have a canner that I haven't used because I needed an induction compatible canner. Got that one Friday about to can some beef. There we go. Yah's Little Nugget. I water bath, but not pressure. Pat W still can't find one. Oh man. Look. They got a pressure canner on Amazon. I put the post up. Please pay attention to my community post at this time because I'm just posting where we can find supplies. I'm not posting none of my philosophies and stuff right this moment. This is business. So please try to stay tuned to my community post. It's just about supplies. Vava 101, I'm watching y'all. I'm a newbie. Plan to soon as Wade Gage comes in. Miss B. Let me see. Okay. Self anatomies. Okay. Pressure canning is intimidating compared to water bath canning. No, it's not. It just make a little bit more noise. Trust me, it's not. You listening to another student in your class. I'm the student, and trust me, I'm not an honor student at the game. This another student. Look, you know, you get a student in the class like, hey man, it's on page 19. Page 19, fool. 19, right here. Right here. Led? Yes, sir. So I'm a student in your class too, and I'm telling you to turn to 19 because it's really that easy, okay? So this is why I asked this question. This is Sunday. I wish I would have done this Friday, but I'm going to say it like this. Can I get, and you don't have, listen, nobody can make you do anything. Stop for a minute and listen to me real quick. Nobody can make you do anything. But can I get some people with me to make a pact? Because think about this. I started this. I had a canner since March, and I'm just now using them. Listen. Had a canner since March, and I'm just now using it. And then I said, me, Lady Cheryl, and Homestead Heart, we about to can together. We made a little pact, and I did it. They already done it. Been doing it for years, their whole life. It was me that was the student. We made a pact to do it. Can we right now, all of us that said I have done X or Y but not Z, can we all make a pact to say by the end of this week, if you already have your canners and you have not used them, can we all say by the end of the week, or by, let's say the end of the week, we'll just keep doing it, that we are going to try it? Because if you don't put your foot in the game, you won't get picked. Bubblegum in the dish. You know how that game works. How many pieces do you wish? If you don't put your foot in the game, you can't play. So this is what makes me understand where you're coming from, because you're nervous. But it's nothing dumber than you have a tool that can save your life and store food for your family sitting in a room somewhere, because they big, they take up a lot of space. Just taking up space in your house. Don't you got enough of that in your house right now, stuff taken up that you know you should have been took to the Goodwill 3 years ago? Don't let that canner go bad. And I'm going to tell you why. Because we owe it to the people that cannot find a canner right now, that they will desperately can right now. If they could get their hands on a canner right now, they would be canning. So we're kind of holding them up and kind of becoming the hoarders that we don't like. If you have the power to be canning and you're not canning, it's almost like having the power to vote, but you don't vote. All the people that died for you to have that right, that privilege, that freedom, and you don't do something as simple as that, that's kind of, I know that's a big leap, but you dig where I'm coming from. We have all the tools that people out there would slit your throat for, and we ain't using them. So that's what kind of pushed me forward, is because I got this canner, and I don't need, I was too scared, or just was like, just to say I got a canner. That ain't where we should be right now. We need to be using these tools, or learning how to use these tools of survival, because we don't know what's coming down the pike right now. We don't know. Things are ugly. I don't care what side of the spectrum you on right now. Everything is bad. And I ain't even talking about politics. I'm talking about just going to the store, finding food. You see, it's not good. It's not normal. We don't know when it's going to want to, if it's going to, or when it's going to clear up. Remember, in the beginning of this whole mess, they said, oh, it's be gone in 30 days. It'll be gone in 2 weeks. We think, how many times did we say, we think we found a vaccine or a solution, or that was like now, like 4 or 5 months ago. We've been doing this for almost 6 months. If that's not reality for you, what is? That's a kick in the sack right there to tell you, man, I think you better go give it a shot. Okay? Because we doing the people that really want to learn how to can an injustice if we ain't using these tools. Just saying. All right? So let's stick together. By the end of the week, let's at least try it. I don't care if you get nervous and just cut all the heat off, cut the eyes off, like, I ain't gonna do it. It's a step in the right direction. I don't care if you only can 1 jar of apples, which is the easiest thing to do. 1 jar of pears. I did not say go in there trying to load your new canner up with 16 quart jars. 1 can. 1 can. Try 1 jar at a time, so it don't be so intimidating, because that's part of the intimidation, is trying to get all these jars prepped, ready, cutting up 12 to 30 apples. Cut up about 4 apples. 1 jar. 1 step at a time. All right? And if you don't get the book, I promise you there's a video on YouTube somewhere that's going to show you exactly how to can pears, apples. It's literally hundreds of videos that's just so simple and step by step. Super easy. Let's make a pact together. Who's with me before I cut out? Who's with me? Because at the end of the week, maybe next Sunday, I'm gonna say, show me pictures of what you did. You know, who's with me? Who is going to try canning by the end of the week? It ain't no, this ain't no like, oh, see, so you said you was gonna can. No, I'm not that kind of guy. I'm just saying, have faith in yourself and just give it a shot. You ain't in lead farmer trouble because if you don't. But I just want you to get a little encouragement to understand something that you know, and what gives me a lot of courage is knowing that it's 10 or 20 other people just like me trying this right now too. And you can come and holler at any of us, email us, or whatever, comment in the post and be like, listen, I'm trying this. So exactly how much cinnamon did you put in your stuff like that? Okay? So let's all do this together. By the end of the week, I want to see people send me email pictures of their canned goods. I don't care if it's one can. I don't care if it's a little 4-ounce jar. I don't care if it's pressure canned or water bathed. I don't care. I just want you to try it. And once you try it, you'll see why I'm hooked. You'll see why I'm fiending and why I keep doing it and why I keep on mentioning Homestead Heart, Lady Cheryl, Miss Mama, Daughter, Sister, and Granny Karma. You're going to see why I keep saying their name. Okay? Let's all do this together. So by the end of the week, let's all send me a picture of your canned goods just like this. And I don't care if you want to hold up your canner like I did in my very first one where I was like, cheese. That was like a picture from Olin Mills. Cheese. I was so happy because once I did it and saw how easy it was, I was straight man canning from that point on. Straight man canning. So I'm just trying to help you guys because I know how nerve-wracking it is. I know. The only reason I did this video today to show you that we make gardening and stuff look easy and smooth, but you saw me in my doggone element. My nerves is bad. Okay, that was real. I don't care how many times I've done it. That anxiety ain't gone yet. It's like riding a motorcycle. Okay, so J. Rick is looking for a steamer. Put on your armor, shield of faith. Amen to that. Do you want to can some more while talking to us? I'm gonna get off because I don't want to hold y'all up. We've been at this all day. And I'm just gonna go. Look, I got 4 of these Granny Smith apples, 4 bags of these that I'm about to throw in a jar too. And I think my turkey is thawed out. I'm about to break his back real quick, throw him in a jar, put him to sleep, smoke these pots. If y'all down for smoking this pot, I'm about to smoke these pots up in here. That's how I get down. Thank you so much, Diana, I'm sorry. Or is it Deanna? Deanna. KT Spirit, one good point. Have you tried the steam canner? Go to the very first beginning of this video and I'll show you. This is the steam canner right here. We just got done doing it. Do you have to cook the turkey first? No. You can put it right in a clean, sterilized jar raw. Put a little bit of canning salt in there or whatever flavor of your choice. Bouillon I put in and seal it. Do it by the book and pressure can it. Soup, that's the easiest way. Matter of fact, that's the only way I'm doing it from now on. Cooking it a little bit first, what I found was when I cook that sounds crazy. When I cook my meat first, this is the only thing that I personally didn't like. When I cook, I'm gonna show you right now. This is pork chops. That's pork chops. This is what I didn't like. because I cooked them first. This was, yeah, I cooked them first. I know, playing with my meat. I cooked them first, then canned them. But once I realized that I didn't fill up my headspace, I added more meat and recanned them all over again. But what I didn't like, which now is probably even worse, I didn't like the texture of me cooking it first and then put it in a pressure canner, because the pressure canner is going to cook it, heat it up, and that when you pressure can food, just like when you pressure cooking, it tenderizes stuff. So if you cook it first, to me, in my own opinion, in my taste buds, it kind of made the meat too mushy for me. It almost, and now I'm sure it looks chunky, but I'm sure it might even be like a paste, because this is 2 times pressure cooked, 1 time cooked. So I might be able to spread this on a cracker. You know what I'm saying? I might be able to spread this pork chop on a cracker. So what I did check out was Homestead Heart's way of doing this, raw packing, by putting the meat in a jar raw and putting the bouillon in. The meat, it was like eating tender chicken from, because yes, I've tested and tasted. It was like eating tender chicken that you would get like in a salad. It was like tenderized chicken. It was chewable, but not tough at all. It was perfect. So I said, I'm going to do mine this way from now on, because I didn't like the double cooked, super soft, it ain't have no bite to it. It's kind of like you could pull it apart with your tongue. I didn't like that. So this is definitely a survivor jar. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about this jar of meat, these pork chops, is going to be like coming down to, look, we down to 1 more jar of food. We got to figure something out. Well, let's open it. Before we open that, let me go see if I can go find us another rabbit or something. You know what I'm saying? Squirrel or something before I eat him, because I was like, it tastes good. The taste was there, but that texture, he was like potted meat. You know what potted meat is? You can spread this on a cracker almost. And by now, with me pressure cooking it again, I'm almost positive you could spread that on a dang on cracker like potted meat. It's delicious, but don't try to put no green beans and carrots next to that right there. That ain't gonna work out right. Now I turned that into a spread. You spread that on your bread or your cracker. What about ground meat? I haven't tried any ground meat like ground turkey or ground hamburger at all yet. But you know what? I respect this one lady on YouTube, and she is saying she don't like the texture of ground hamburger or ground turkey after it's been pressure cooked. And now, hey, Stitching Deb. How you doing, Stitching Deb? It's good to see you. Welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge. So this lady, after my experience with the double cooked pork chop meat, I can kind of see where she's coming from, because if you break that ground meat down like hamburger or ground turkey, if you break it down that far, it ain't gonna take no time to cook. So it's gonna overcook real fast. My grandmother used to do meatballs. Homestead Heart. Oh, Homestead Heart is here? I got Lady Cheryl and Homestead Heart here. Them is the ladies y'all want to ask questions. Lady Cheryl's Organic Food Force is one of those. Pressure can meats in pints for 70 minutes. Yes. I'm just telling people my experience, which is that soft meat, I didn't like that in my mouth. I kind of wish I never said none of that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could take that sound bite and make me sound like I'm doing something completely different than what I'm supposed to be doing. Anyway, back to action. Yeah, let's just kind of act like none of that happened. I didn't like Just forget that whole subject. I don't ruin that whole thing. I don't ruin that for life. Let's just put it like this. I'll never, I ain't gonna say never. I don't like, just let's forget that. I can't even reword that right and make me sound like a dude right now. You know? No, it sounds like I'm supposed to be in an episode of Moulin Rouge or something. Let's just say this. I didn't care for that. Okay? I didn't care for that. Let that go. If I can get a steam canner by the middle of this week, I will post my water bath canner in the group for sale cheap to whoever still needs one. That's great. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Because if I find one, I'm going to buy it and I'm going to show everybody because I've done 2 already. And if I find one, I'm going to post it like, hey, y'all, I just found this for $100. First one, let me know. I know, Sultan. I know. Tender. I don't even want to say the word tender right now. I done ruined all the words for meat right now. We can even start talking about canning fruit. But go jams. We'll say jams and jellies. Jams and jelly. Depends on your altitude level. Yes, read the book to find your altitude level or Google what your canning altitude level was. You caught that, JCD. Just kidding around. Y'all know that. Google your altitude, your canning altitude for your canner. That is important. Let me see. If you have a giant soup pot, as long as the jars are either cur or ball tempered glass, you have a greater chance they will not break in the process. Right. You can just use a normal pot. Cheryl's Organic Food Forest, can anything with meat for 90 minutes for quarts and 75 minutes for pints. That's what I read in the book. Okay, there we go. At 10 pounds, I missed something. I have brand new 16 quart Presto canner for sale. Okay, this is what I want you to do. If you want to sell that canner, go to the Facebook Laird Farmers Grow Club and post that. And if you can even send me a picture and I'll post it on my community post or whatever so we can get it. Valerie Williams say Walmart has them for $78 a canner. It depends on what kind of canner though. Is it a big canner or is it one of them little pot ones? Because that's important. Be careful with them jam jokes. I'm not even going there. I'm not even going to read that. Google. Okay. So I'm not reading that one. Easier than Google, look up your city on Wikipedia. Okay, sure will. Someone mentioned a sale on ball jars supplies ending today. Where please? I don't read Lowe's. They said Lowe's. It was Lowe's. I don't know whether it's online or at their store in their city. When y'all find this stuff, we need to know, is it online? Is it in your city? You got to name your city and your state because that throws people off. Like, everybody go to Lowe's. And then everybody go to Lowe's and there's nothing there because you might be in Iowa and it might be a sale at your store, but not here in North Carolina or South Carolina or something. I think it was the Ball website. It was the Ball website that they're having a sale on. Thank you. Somebody said Lowe's too earlier on. It was a Ball's official website. Okay. Ball's website, everybody is saying. So go to Ball's website. I got the only one they had at my local Walmart for $78. You can't go wrong with that. Miss Christy Love says Ball's website only has lids and rings on sales, no jars. I know, I'm terrible. I need to chill. I need to chill out. Conroe, Texas Lowe's had quite a few jars reasonably priced. I'm too scared to can. I've been blanching and freezing. If the lights go out, your food is going to go bad. That's why we're canning in the first place. We're trying to kind of like make freezing food our last line of defense and make this your first line of defense, because this ain't going to go bad if the lights go out. Your freezer cuts off, all your food sources off. Has anyone tried the Goodwill? Everybody's been to the Goodwill. Nate, the Goodwill is tired of seeing me because I'm in there anytime I'm passing one just to check, even for any kind of supplies. Tractor Supply has jars on their website. That's good to know. Has anyone tried to get jars at the Goodwill? Everybody been trying to get everything from the Goodwill. And if you do get jars from the Goodwill, you also got to remember, let me show you something if I got it nearby. I just had it. You might have put it in the dishwasher. I don't have it nearby. But, man, I really want to show y'all what I found the other day. Chips. I had a bubble, and I marked it with a paint marker. I got it in here because now I just use it for drinking water out of it. Hold on. Damn, where did it go? All right. I'm not even going to think about it because I just had it. But on that jar was a bubble right here. That bubble under pressure could break. That's a weak point. And I had another jar. Now these was brand spanking new ball jars. It didn't seal. And Lady Led, if she was in here, she could tell you. Because I'm like, this one ain't sealing. I only had one that wouldn't seal, right? And right here, it wasn't a chip. It was like a little slight divot, like a slight indentation that kind of dipped down and wasn't even with the rest of the jar. I literally had to look at it like this to see a very slight dip. And it would not seal. And I got those two jars. One of these might be it, because I know I sent these to Never Never Land for a reason. But I got two jars, one with a bubble in it and one with that slight dip around the ring. It did not seal. I tried to pressure can it twice. And after the second time, the first time I was like, oh, maybe I tightened the lid too tight. So I took it back off and did it just finger tight, right? Didn't seal again. Didn't even hear the pop. Nothing. And when I took the ring off every time, it came off just like this. Like, what the hell is going on? Is my headspace right? My headspace was right. It was that slight divot. So I took a marker, a paint marker, no, you know what I'm saying, not a permanent marker. This one is literally paint. And I painted on the bubble, around the bubble, and said, no, don't use. And then I drew on that and said, no, don't use. So I don't mess around and grab this one day and try to can again with it. So inspect your supplies, because it's true, some of these ain't perfect. Some of these are not perfect. And, you know, it's just manufacturing, especially now where they trying to crank them out. So they crank the machine up, the speed up for the machine to make them up to full blast. Think about that. You think about that. Those machines can't keep up with the production. We're buying them as they're coming fresh off the press. So they got to turn that speed up. The quality is out the window. The quality control, you got to put quality control out the window if you pump up the quantity. It's just the rule of business. Can a regular pressure cooker be used as a pressure canner? I'm going to leave that question to the pros. She said, or this person said, can a regular pressure cooker, Carlotta, can a regular pressure cooker be used as a pressure canner? I'm not going to answer that because I know what I've heard, but I'm not inclined to answer. Okay, everybody is saying that's not a good idea. Pressure cooker is not the same as a canner. What is the highest temperature canned food should be stored? Oh, I got you. I got what you're saying. So you saying like, should you put it in your garage or your carport and it's a little extra warm in there or something? You know what I'm saying? Or I seen something crazy. Okay, I missed something. Okay, please don't worry about your jars getting too hot. If you don't have power, they will not break from that for that reason. I'm a mother used to can, and she never had a canner. She never had a canner. She must have been water bath canning maybe. I want to get right to that. Brenda Durden says my mother used to can and she never had a canner. What did it look like? Was it like just a big pot? She used something. Oh, she used a huge pot. Oh, that's a question. They asking the same thing I'm asking. I was thinking something happened to, I missed something there. But everybody's saying your storage is keep in a cool, dark location because the light deteriorates your food. You need to be able to read the gauge pressure printer. Okay, I'm going to keep on going. I hope somebody answered you because I don't want to get too far behind. I think they mean storing it. Did she oven can it? Did she oven can it? Because I've heard about oven canning, but I'm not there yet. See what I'm saying? That right there is one of the things. How you doing, Walter Williams? Good to see you, my friend. That's one of the things that I'm not there yet. I done stuck a toe in the pool, and now I done stuck both feet in the pool, but I'm still working my way up to my jump because I'm just trying to get used to stuff before I go off doing all kind of different methods. I just want to know the big stuff now. No, even I know that's a big no-no. Is oven canning safe? Everybody is asking. BZ says, is oven canning safe? That's a good question because a lot of people keep asking me. Everybody is saying that's not a good idea. Oven canning is not authorized method by the USDA. Oven canning is not safe. No, it is not. I'm going to say vote that idea off the island. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm not trying it. If all of these people that have been canning for years is telling me no, and this book keep telling me no, don't do that, I'm not going to try it. Now, yes, I have a video on YouTube how to can with a large pot, towels, rings, bottom as rat. SC says. I'm about to move back to New Orleans with my 90-year-old grandmother is still alive and pretty much still sharp mentally. Can't wait to pick her brain and try canning with her. That's a good idea. Let me see. I don't use methods not approved by the USDA. And me right now, I'm not either. I'm not there yet. Be trying stuff on my own. I still got my training wheels on. Did you get the message? Did you get my message before? I may have missed something. There are YouTuber oven canning and said it was safe. BZ, you just had about 50 people tell you that's not a good idea. I would go with them. I'm just saying, if we don't know, I told you, you don't need to twist my arm to tell me something ain't right. Me, 50 people just said don't do it. Bad idea. That's not a good idea. Some things I venture out on, but when it comes to whether it can kill me or not, no, I don't. No, you know, trying something new in the bedroom or something is one thing, but when you playing Russian roulette with a can of pears or a can of chicken, nah, I'm a pass on that one. So see what I'm saying? Skydiving, I'm sure it's exciting, but there's a 50-50 chance of after you jump off that plane, that activity might be the last thing you do. I'm not that kind of risk taker. So I kind of stay like in the plane with seatbelt on for things like that. Anything gonna risk my life, I don't do. I even slow down on roller coasters. It's just not. After they start flinging people off of roller coasters like slingshots at some of these amusement parks, I said, no, I'm about done with them. These new kids keep cutting too many corners. They slinging people all across the park like catapults just to go have some fun. I'm done with that. Top bathroom cabinets for bottled water. And see this right here, this cabinet I got this sitting on is perfect. And I'm going to put doors on that. And I got so many other cabinets that I'm putting all my food in to keep the light out of it and keep it in a cool, dark place. Videos I've seen been dry food canning only. You can't smell or see botulism when in doubt, toss it. Amen to that. Stuff don't look right to me. I'm not trying it. I'm not gonna play canary. Charlotte patron, I did too. We have 2 hall closets and they were just full of junk. So I converted them into food storage. That's what I'm working on right now. My kitchen is tore all to hell between me relocating everything out of these cabinets. This morning, who got a cabinet full of doggone grocery bags? I got 4 cabinets with nothing but grocery bags in them. I cleaned all that out today, and half the stuff I pulled out of there that I'm about to take to the Goodwill is sitting over here on my island over here. All that stuff sitting over there on that island for me to take to the Goodwill because I had to make space for this. That's just stuff to been down. Some of that stuff I found like, damn, I'm going to show you something right now, be honest with you. I promise you, I can't make this up. I found this, and I haven't seen this. I've been in this house for six or 7 years. I have not seen this in about 6 or 7 years. It's a little bitty. I used to use this for everything. And I thought I gave this to the Goodwill by accident when we moved in this house. I have not seen this since we moved in this house. I just found this today. It's a tiny double broiler. Yeah, steamer. I just found this today under this cabinet. I'm like, see, this is why move this stuff out the way. I thought that was gone. That was my favorite. And can't find one that small either. So you could steam some vegetables, all kind of stuff, man. What about pressure canning on glass top stove? Any issues? I've seen people pressure can on glass top stoves, but it just depends on what kind of canner you got. Thank you, Jackie Shea. Thank you so much. Like, if you got a glass top stove, how heavy is your canner? Because that sounds like that's one of the worst problems that they having. And Lady Sale says, check with your manufacturer for your oven to see if you should even be doing that in the first place. That's good advice. Tina Doan says, I'm using my coat closet as a pantry for my husband's built-in shelf. You don't even want to know where I keep my honey. You don't want to know that. Put it like this. I keep all my honey. I better not tell you that. I keep my honey safe. That's all I'm going to say. I keep my honey in my tool shed. You get what I'm saying? Some people wouldn't even care. God, it's pouring down rain. Didn't even know. I keep my honey in my tool shed. If you dig what I'm saying. Keep it in the throne room. No, not the throne room. My tool shed. People know what my tool shed is. But see, you got to make room for stuff like this that's going to save your life. That honey and these peaches will save my life, and so will all the tools in the tool shed. Let me stop. We've been on here forever, y'all. Y'all ready to get out of here? Let's go. I got canning to do, and y'all got canning to do. Let's do this by the end of the week. Do you need pectin for canning fruits and vegetables? No. You need pectin, but the question is, do you need that pectin in a box? See, Homestead Heart showed me that a Granny Smith apple, and I did more research on that before I tried it. Granny Smith apple makes its own pectin. And let me tell you something. See how every time I get out of here, y'all got more questions. I got one more thing to show you. We talking about pectin, right? So let me show you. Since we on pectin. Let me get a spoon for you. I'm getting a little hungry anyway. But it's something I need to show you that's important to me. Okay. This is jelly. This is peach jelly that I made with the skins of the peaches. I got tons of this stuff. Okay. Smells terrific. Taste terrific. But I'm going to tell you, this is the wrong jelly anyway. This is the one I overcooked. I let this cook too long. But this jelly right here, I don't like the taste of the box pectin. I don't like the taste of it. It's not a bad taste. It's not a bad taste. It's just a taste. So when I'm tasting the peaches, I'm also tasting something else. I don't want to taste nothing else. If I want to taste something else, I go to the store. So as I'm tasting the jelly that I made, I'm tasting the peach. Keep it for blanching food and canning. I'm still in the market for one I'm picking up. Okay. Lemons also provide pectin. I heard that too. Lemons and citrus, boiling the skins and the seeds creates pectin as well. So, watch this. Wait. That's freaking delicious. But it's another flavor in there. It's not bad. It just tastes like peaches and something you shouldn't be really eating, kind of. You know? Like, right, there you go. Somebody just said it. I couldn't think of the word. Cheryl Ware says pectin has a preservative type of taste to me. Those are the words I'm looking for. I couldn't put a nail on it, but it just tastes like it's not quite, like it's not supposed to be like that, right? Artistic Home with Sandy says, I don't use pectin. It's a kind of a chemically taste, kind of. It just, now some fruit has natural pectin in it. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I kind of don't want to bother with it if I got to buy the pectin. I bought a lot of pectin too. But I don't want to use it anymore. And I haven't used it anymore. So I seen this method And I think this lady, this video looked like it's been up on YouTube for about 8 or 9 years. If you go look at it. The video been up for like 8 or 9 years, right? Now remember, this is the jelly I made. The jelly I made with the pectin. The jelly I made without it, this is what this lady done. She used the skins and the seeds. She boiled the seeds, the pits of the peaches in the in the pot while she was boiling her peach jelly, right? She didn't use no powder pectin, and she never took the camera off because it was back in the day when you had one of the big cameras. She never took the camera off. She cooked her peach jelly with the pits, and the pits provided the pectin. And I would love to show you what that looks like, but I don't want to open that can of jelly. I don't want to waste it. It tastes like peaches, and only peaches. Like I just bit a freaking peach. Do you hear me? It tasted like I just bit a peach. Not a peach candy, or not a peach pie with other ingredients. It tasted like I bit into a fresh peach off the tree, like the peaches I made, what I made this out of. That's what I was looking for. So from now on, when I make peach jelly, I'm going to use all of the pits that come with it, boil it in the pot, and let it do. It's not gonna look like pectin. When I was making the jelly with the pectin, you kind of feel it. The water feels different, right? It starts gelling, and then when you let it cool, it turns different. The pectin is almost gonna still feel and look like watery liquid. You ain't gonna really know whether you done or not. I got tired of stirring, and I said, all right, that's enough. I don't think this gonna work. So when I put the stuff in the jars and let it sit for 2 days, I promise you, it took 2 days to gel. It took 2 days to gel up. The pectin was already basically jelly fresh out the pot, but the seeds took 2 days to gel. So the little bit that I had left over in another jar, I tasted it. It's gone. I will show you that, but it's no longer in existence because it was the bomb. It was perfect. So I was proud, and it had gelled up perfectly. Tamia says slow usually turns out better. I can wait 2 days. Yeah, I'd rather wait and get the flavor that I'm looking for than try to make it all quick. So what I'm finding out now, this is not just a survival skill, but it's an art. Kind of like, that's why they hold contests like at state fairs and stuff. It's an art. Because one of the things is, how clear is your jelly, right? Can you see through it? That's an art. You win prizes for that. You win prizes for how jelly-y it is. How it solidified. You win prizes for all that. Who knew? Who knew? Aroki says they may not seal properly. Use those for like refrigerator pickles. Okay, I missed something. Marion Lewis says, Led, I have white meat peaches and want to make jam. What do you think? Make jam. Make jam. You will love it. Yes, white flesh peaches. Make the jam. And then turn around and use the skins to make the jelly. Tamia says, I just learned I can do meat. I've been doing jams and jellies for years. But you can only do meat in a pressure canner. Okay? Only do meat in a pressure canner. Lady Sale says, you don't have any idea if a reused jar can take the heat pressure. I'm not trying it personally. Me either. Me either. Cheryl, your pickled pepper look absolutely delicious. I'm going to try it. We've been on here as long as we've been on here last night, y'all. Cheryl, your pickled pepper. Oh, I missed that. Said it already. So you guys. Woo! That's jelly right there. Okay, so I'm going to get off of here and get going. I got some canning to do. And it looked like my baby done went live. Lady Led went live. So I'm about to let her do her thing. Sneaking that sugar fix. She can see me. I know she can. She upstairs in her office. Much love, Garden Family. Everybody have a wonderful night. Let's get out of here. Can this work for all fruit? Before I go, Catherine's garden, can what work for all fruit? I really want to answer that one. Thank you, Darm Judy. Thank you. I just found this video feed. Thank you so much. I'll be watching. Thankful. I haven't watched any of your videos yet, but I will. Be careful. I get a little crazy sometimes. So just to give you a little warning. Oh my goodness. I really want to find her. Okay. The canning process. Okay, because it's two different kinds of canning we're doing here. We're doing pressure canning and water bath canning. If you're water bath, well, you can pressure can fruit if you want to, right? It's just a waste of time, but I mean, you can, right? That's a question I got. I think I asked Homestead Heart. I've used my pressure cooker for roast. Strawberry jam. Jam. Oh, jam. Ooh. Everybody go see Lady Led. That's right. Go check her out. You know I've been on here for almost 3 hours. I'm done. Ooh. I like it chunky too. Love knows. I know. I made jam. Jam was my first video ever. This is still it. Gray Be Moving fan. Peach stones contain something called that breaks down into hydrogen cyanide. Beware of any cracked pit stones. I love peaches and cannot wait to make some peach. I believe that. Everybody go see Lady Led. Let me get out of here while she ain't looking. I could go eat mine. Everybody, by the end of the week, let's try canning. I'm about to watch Lady Led and finish canning. I'm about to go watch her in person, though. Everybody have a wonderful night. Led Farmer 3. I love you. And I'm out. All the big chunks went to the bottom. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night, okay? See y'all later. Lady Led, I'm on my way, baby.